CBC Television, Canada's Olympic network.
The battle over green space, Tuesday at 6 on Newsday.
The following is a live presentation of CBC Sports.
The Labatt tankard has been raised by great champions. 8 men have grasped its gold twice. Elite company. And now comes a skip with designs on going one better. The master, Russ Howard, covets his 3rd title. The 2-time Brier champion from Ontario has changed his colors, but not his tune. Moving to New Brunswick, Howard has softened his image, but hardened his resolve to bring his have-not province its first Brier out of the shadows, while all the attention was on the name brands. BC's Greg McAulay quietly made the final. Today he follows the victorious juniors and the Scott champion, hoping to make it a BC triple. Russ Howard fired the first volley, defeating McAulay 8-6 in the round robin. But the BC skip earned a bye to the final with a 5-3 win in the playoff. Now the rubber match. Who will hoist the tankard for one last time? Championship curling on CBC. From Saskatoon, the final of the Labatt Brier, the Canadian Men's Curling Championship. Today, the Russ Howard rink of New Brunswick meets the Greg McAulay team from British Columbia. As we come inside Saskatchewan Place, another big crowd and a new attendance record for the Brier. The pipes are warming up. Good afternoon and welcome from sea to shining sea. It's New Brunswick and British Columbia meeting in the middle here in Saskatoon to decide the Brier. And how about BC's Greg McAulay, his first time in a Brier final. He's not anonymous anymore, but this will be his baptism. For Russ Howard, his 6th appearance as a skip in the Brier final, looking for his 3rd title. And at 44 years of age, you know he's wondering how many more times opportunity will knock like this. It should be an outstanding final, and let's meet the men who'll call it up in the broadcast booth, Don Whitman and Don Dougal.
Thank you, Mark. Hi, everybody. There are some people who have suggested that Russ Howard's Brier experience may have been a factor yesterday in his semifinal win over Francois Roberge of Quebec. Will that Brier experience have any bearing today, Don, in this final against Greg McAulay of BC?
Well, it could have, because he's got a lot of experience. And the big thing about Russ Howard's team is they can really finish off. They set up an end perfectly, and they finish it off all the time. But in Greg McAulay, they've got a good player. I mean, this guy's been around a while. He was in the 98 Brier, and he's sneaky good, Don. You could think they're beating him pretty badly, and then you look at the scoreboard, and you're only 1 up. So that's a good team. So it's going to be a great game.
Well, Greg McAulay had the best record in round-robin play, a mark of 9-2, and he won the Page playoff game, the battle between the 1 and 2 teams, by a score of 5-3. As Mark said, this is the rematch. Howard won in round-robin play, and McAulay in the first playoff game. The title is on the line this afternoon. Mark?
All right, Don, 2-time champion Jeff Stout of Manitoba back with us on the broadcast today. Jeff, let's talk about the experience factor of the 6th appearance for Russ Howard, but the 7 other guys have never been here before.
Yeah, I think it's going to be pretty key today. Russ Howard's been here. He knows what it's going to take to win. The other 7 guys probably had pretty sleepless nights, as we did last year playing in the final. You know, it's going to come down to a crucial shot here or there, but I think McAulay's team is going to have a good first 2 ends. They'll be fine.
A lot of people are saying that Russ Howard has mellowed at 44. I don't know. He looks as determined as ever, and the stakes are pretty high for him.
Oh, I think so. You know, he is 44, but that doesn't mean much in this game, as it seems to have shown this week. He's got one big dream left. That's get to the Olympic gold medal, and this is getting him 1 step closer to get to the trials. There's no doubt he wants to become a 3-time world champion and become one of the greatest.
And Greg McAulay, the 40-year-old body mechanic technician from Richmond, has served a long apprenticeship to get here, hasn't he?
Oh, there's no doubt. He's played extensively on the World Curling Tour. They were in the 98 Brier in Winnipeg. They've got some great experience, some great guys on the team, and well-deserved week. They played fantastic all week, so they're ready to win.
All right, Jeff, should be a great final. and I'm looking forward to your comments today.
Thank you much.
All right, let's show you what's also on the menu during the course of this final. We'll show you the physics of curling, what makes the rock curl, what keeps it straight. We'll also talk to the skips live at the fifth end break and also talk about how this sport is becoming more and more mainstream in our culture. Of course, the rules, all Canadian, the three-rock, three-guard zone. Each team will get 73 minutes of stop time and 2 timeouts of 1 minute in duration. The pre-game introductions continuing here to a full house at Saskatchewan Place as we get set for first rocks of this Labatt Brier final in the year 2000. And back to the booth once again, Don Whitman and Don Dugan.
Thank you again, Mark. And yes, with a full house watching this Brier final, the attendance record established last year in Edmonton of 242,000 will be broken. They are guaranteed to be in the 248 to 250,000 range. Greg McAulay, a Brier participant in Winnipeg in 1998, and of course Russ Howard, a 6-time Brier finalist. He has won on 2 previous occasions, and he would like to make it an even record of 3-3 this year under the colors of New Brunswick. Russ Howard is the winningest skip of all time in Brier history. This is his 126th Brier game, and he has won 85 times. Greg McAulay led the way during round-robin play. Howard with 85 wins. Rick Folk, the last BC skip to win the Brier, with 62 wins. And Jeff Stoughton, who is down at ice level with Mark Lee, became the winningest all-time skip from the province of Manitoba, winning his 35th game earlier in the week here in Saskatoon.
Did good, bud.
Greg McAulay and his crew appear to be pretty relaxed.
Everybody cheer loud. We'll hear you. Feel you.
And he was telling us that they have received a lot of support from their home club, the Royal City Curling Club in New Westminster. They are very appreciative of the faxes and the emails that they have received, the telephone calls, that sort of thing. And the same applies, of course, to the Russ Howard rink, curling out of the Beaver Curling Club in Moncton. The fans there have also been very supportive as Russ attempts to provide the province of New Brunswick with its first ever Brier title. His 2 previous victories, of course, were while he was curling in Ontario.
You think the people in New Brunswick are excited about today's game? They'll be watching glued to their television sets. First time in history that New Brunswick could win the Brier.
The closest they came was when Jim Sullivan lost to Ed Wernick in 1990. 5-4 was the score in Sault Ste. Marie.
Anytime?
Russ Howard will be throwing yellow rocks. The red rocks belong to BC. BC will have last rock advantage on this opening end. And Russ Howard appears to be quite relaxed as he gets set for this opening salvo. But I'm sure, Jeff Stoughton, you've experienced it in the last few years. There have been a few butterflies earlier this morning.
Oh, there's no doubt that, you know, it's a pretty sleepless night. It's tough to relax. If you wake up in the middle of the night, you're certainly thinking about the game, and I think you just want to get it going, and here we go.
Easy.
4. Grant Odeshaw, the lead, will start things off for New Brunswick.
Whoa.
Actually, born in Vancouver, he grew up in Saskatoon, and he watched Rick Folk win the World Championship in Moncton in 1980, and that inspired his interest in curling.
Quick.
It's quick. Really nice and very fast, running about 24 seconds from hog line to tee line.
Jody Swystrup, the lead for British Columbia, the only member of the BC rink that does not have previous Brier experience.
Easy, brother. Yep, back behind the team.
I think the nice thing about this ice that it works from the inside out, from the outside in. Good curl both ways, which means you can bury rocks nicely behind guards.
Well, Russ isn't wasting any time here. He's going right after him.
You got the angle on really is.
He's going right in around the center line guard, playing, going right after Greg's team right away.
It's a very aggressive move early in the game.
Close. Just for line.
Skip tried to hit that one over in the corner, but he decided he's going to put a little pressure on McAulay early in the game, early in the end.
High line!
Oh, they just rubbed that zone.
Hard, real hard, Rick. Oh, hard.
Rick Perron and Wayne Talent tried to brush the delivery by Grant Odeshop past that center guard, but they just rubbed it.
They just straightened it out because it kept on going and started to make a move to go behind again. So there's nice movement there.
Lead. Yep. Whoa, 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 whoa.
The importance of a good lead, getting you off to a good start. He put his first one off in the corner.
Whoa, yeah. Right over.
And a little hit and roll. Now, is that any good very first end?
Well, Jody Swystrup was saying he just started a job in November as the office manager for Flatiron KWH Constructors. And he said he's been away a fair bit of time since then, curling, and he said the firm has really been good in understanding in allowing him the time off to participate in the sport.
Stick around, wait. Regular! Straight up!
Well, Rick Perron was hoping to drive the Yellowstone back onto the shot rock sitting in the top of the 8-foot.
Well, now a question, do you guard or do you go around the corner guard? I think I might go around the corner guard.
This ain't bad neither.
Yeah, this is looking like a great start for BC if they can finish it off with 6 more good ones. So get off to a great start here.
If they can just exchange shots, you're right. And isn't it nice to get off a good start? But in the free guard zone, 3 down, you got lots of time to come back.
Hard. Hard. Top 12. Where's that? Needs it. Hard. That's easy. Top 12.
Okay, we're okay.
Yep. Hard. 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 Keep hard. Keep going. Right up. Keep going. Right up. Easy, easy, easy. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Good shot from BC's second, Brian Mickey, the 30-year-old who won the Sportsmanship Award this week.
We're all here.
All right. Is the double there, Russ?
With heel it is. Try that.
Right. Want to throw the same way?
Just indicating what turn he wanted to throw. Russ will give him an out turn.
Year-old Rick Perron, the owner of the Craft and Hobby World in Moncton, along with Grant Odeshop. He's got 1. He'll get 2.
Oh, that's a great shot. Sorry. That's a super shot already.
Shot.
And you'll see here he makes good contact with the rock he's aiming at, and he hits it perfect. But watch how lively the ring is. He comes over and he just touches that rock from the tee line. They can't brush it, and it just pushes it out of the circle. That house is very lively.
Nice weight. Yep. Hard. Hard. Right up. Harder. Harder.
Trying to save the shooter of Brian Mickey. And when things look to be working against him, Russ Howard may be able to get out of this opening end.
Well, this is time you look and say, well, I think we've dodged a bullet the first end. It looked like they were going to get 3 scored on him, a great double kill, and a hit and roll out. Now they're out of the end. Still an opportunity, of course, for BC to go around that corner guard and maybe score a deuce this time.
Hard. Hard. Hey. Whoa. Hit. Hard. Hard. Whoa. Whoa. Roll it.
Solid nose hit from Wayne Talon, the 43-year-old New Brunswick third, who is the Chief Administrative Officer for the town of St. Stephen, about 2.5 hours from Moncton, right on the New Brunswick-Maine border.
Can I wait?
Greg.
Can I wait?
We'll go.
This is the second trip to Saskatchewan for Brent Pierce for a major national curling championship.
Wait.
Right off! No.
He played in the 1987 Canadian Junior Championship in Prince Albert. And his shooter just rolls out of the rings. In 1987, that was really a talented field in Prince Albert.
I get away with a 9 down the middle.
Pierce finished in 3rd place, losing a playoff game
8.5,
to
9.
Wayne
Probably 8.5 down the
Madaw
middle.
in the semifinal. And that was the year that Jim Sullivan won the championship.
That is
Sullivan from New Brunswick in the Brier final in 1991, losing to Ed Wernick.
Yeah.
All right.
356.
Well, hire the batter.
Watch the
weight. Watch the weight.
Coming down.
Oh, through. Oh, no line.
Gotta go.
Hard. 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 Ray! Come on, fellas. Working hard. Come on, Ricky. Come on, Grant. Hard, 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 hard. Hard. That way. Too good. Spot.
It's all right.
Well, despite all the hard work of Rick Perron and Grant Odeshaw, they could not get it to the rings.
Well, they couldn't brush it because he didn't have very good line. Like, he was well by the guard, and that's why they laid off the brushing early. Unfortunately, just stopped a little bit short.
Easy, boys. Plus it's light. Hard. 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 Gotta be here. Hard. Hard. Come on. Hard. Room. Room.
It needs it.
Hard. Whoa, whoa. Leave it high. Yep.
Whoa,
Hard.
whoa.
Go, 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 go.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yep, yep, yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Boy, that glided a long way. Coming over the hog line looked like it was going to stop short, but they just kept rushing.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the ice all week has been really great sweeping ice. You can drag a rock quite a ways by good rushers, and both teams have great front ends to get that rock where it needs to go.
That would be that'd be about an 8 split. Yeah. Roll to the open.
Yep.
Hang around, though.
Yeah.
You go bend that far?
Just control weight. Regular.
Yep. Ball.
Regular.
Ball.
Yep.
Ball. Ball. Whoa. Ball.
Lots of weight, Wayne.
Okay, well. Lean it. Whoa.
Roll to the open.
Hard. Hard. Hard.
Way over.
Great shot.
1987 and 1993, Brier champion Russ Howard
good weight,
rolls
Russ.
his shooter into the 8-foot
weight.
circle to lie one.
New spot in the ice, playing the intern, Greg McAulay.
Down normal.
You can hit that rock and maybe roll behind cover there.
40-year-old auto body technician with Richmond Chrysler. Started his curling career in Selkirk, Manitoba. Been living on the West Coast in Richmond, actually, for the past 11 years. Typical Manitoba tuck delivery.
Yes.
Up. Whoa.
Yeah, he gets a nice and low on his toe.
Right off.
Finish.
All right. Hard on you guys.
That's a pretty nice roll. It's in the open, but different part of the ice. Boy, he was a hair away from making a perfect roll.
I thought it would have been a little heavier out here. That's fine. That's good board will do it. Try, bud. Finish that. There, eh?
Well, as Russ Howard gets set for his final stone of this
Looks like he
opening
flicked
end.
and threw it back. How'd Brent throw his? It looks like a lot of ice.
I was just going to say that. It looks like a lot of
He
ice
wants
to
a roll,
me.
eh? don't think that's going to take off at all.
Yeah, how heavy was Wayne? I'll be lighter.
Wayne just had a board weight, but you can't be much lighter out here. He had a nice board for out here.
Now they're tightening up the ice now.
Nice board, Russ.
A little slower here?
A little bit.
Quickly reviewing his career, he made his first Brier appearance in Calgary in 1980.
Whoa! Yeah! Whoa! 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 Clean! Hard!
Trying for an inside roll, and he gets a bit of an inside roll, but apparently it is still accessible.
Yeah, I tightened the ice and then overthrew it.
Yeah, that's all right.
1980, the first year the Labatt Brier tankard was awarded.
The ice and I pushed it.
This will be the last year with a new sponsor, Nokia, coming on board next year in Ottawa.
Well, Russ got a little bit of an inside roll. I don't think those two guards are a factor, but Greg McAulay does not want to turn this a little bit and maybe touch one of those and push him in for two. So he's got lots of ice. And he's trying to hit a corner of it and roll out.
Whoa! Whoa! Right off! Reach up! Right off! Clean! 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 Whoa! Right off!
When you hear the word clean, that usually means the shot has been made, and that indeed was the case for Greg McAulay with the final stone of the first end. He blanks it to retain last rock advantage.
Why are you guys so upset? What? Because we're 6 hours late. 6 hours? Yeah, you know what? It's Max's fault. It's always Max's fault.
A whole lot can happen out of the blue. Labatt blue.
If you looked into the minds of the Taurus 2000 engineers, you'd see what they were thinking. Power adjustable pedals, a personal safety system with sensors that think about how to activate seatbelts and airbags. They were also thinking that a Taurus this safe should be an exhilarating ride. The Ford Taurus 2000. Good thinking.
Some decongestant capsules relieve stuffy noses for up to 12 hours. So does long-lasting Dristan nasal mist. The difference is Dristan mist starts to work a whole lot faster.
You're looking good.
Some decongestant tablets relieve stuffy noses for up to 12 hours. So does long-lasting Dristan nasal mist. The difference is Dristan mist starts to work a whole lot faster.
As official supplier to curling's Season of Champions, True Value Hardware presents quality products for your house. Our own Master Mechanic brand is made to last. All hand tools have a lifetime guarantee on workmanship and material. Master Mechanic, your purchase of a lifetime. True Value, around the corner from your house.
The Labatt Brier on CBC. Brought to you by Sheraton Hotels and Resorts. Who is taking care of you? By Ford. For now, forever. By Karcher. Quality cleaning equipment. And by Labatt. Good things brewing.
Welcome back to Saskatchewan Place in Saskatoon. A full house of 12,000 watching this Brier final. And let's check the differences in the delivery of the two skips, Russ Howard and Greg McAulay.
Well, you can see Greg McAulay on the right-hand side, Don. He kind of stands up in his delivery. Russ sits down, he's perched, he's ready to go. But the big difference is Russ Howard is what we call a flat-footed slider. He uses his full surface of his sliding foot and it's flat. And you look at Greg McAulay, he's up on his toe, but the big thing about Greg, he's right behind the rock and a little bit lower than Russ. So I would think that Greg would maybe be a little bit better hitter than Russ Howard. I don't think that's the case, but if there was a discrepancy, it would be in the hitting.
Well, Don Duguid, you were a tuck deliverer, and Jeff, you have a tuck delivery, but not quite as pronounced as Greg McAulay.
Yeah, just a little bit different tuck. He gets over a little bit with his, I guess, with his knee a little closer to the ice than I do, but still he's square to throw the broom, and away he goes. I'm a little surprised, Greg here, he's going open side again. He's been aggressive all week, and I thought for sure he'd go right after Russ and come around that center line guard.
Yeah, he's kind of altered his game plan here, and you know, in the 1-2 game, he was even a little bit aggressive, so it's just different.
You know, he may just want to make sure the guys get calmed down and back focused into the game, and it's pretty exciting in here for sure for the first couple ends, and you know, it's a nice easy way to make some open draws, and Russ isn't going to have any of it. He's going right in again.
Well, you know, you would think after the last time they ended up lying 3 on him, he might just hit that one over there, but he's going to play aggressive.
All right, light. All right. Hey! Hard line. Hey! Hard, guys, right up. Real hard. Hurry, all you got. Well, ball's going over man. Whoa,
whoa, whoa. Good brushing, got it by the long guard and into the top of the 8-foot, and it appears to be shot.
Okay. The interesting thing here by Greg McAulay is Russ Howard just asked Grant Odeshaw to play the out turn, and he showed him how to get in there, but it's tucked in pretty nice. He's gone to the in-turn side. So I think both skips know this ice really well. They've played about 5 or 6 games on it. But the interesting thing is Greg McAulay's gone to the in-turn as opposed to the out turn.
Well, I don't think it's too much of a secret that Russ loves throwing that out turn. And, you know, if you want to push him to his in-turn a little bit more, a lot of teams do it, but he doesn't miss much with the in-turn either.
Double fuel. Okay.
Now those stones are sitting out front now where both of them can be removed.
Yes.
Got there, Rick?
However, Jody Swystrup was attempting to come down to the Yellowstone at the
there
top
in practice,
of the
anyways.
Just an indication of how much the ice is moving at the end. Russ Howard is holding the broom on the edge of the 8-foot.
Yep. Hard.
Trying to get into the 4-foot area.
Hard line. Wait, T. Hard. Hurry. Hard. Hurry. Hard. Hard. You got it. Hard.
Whoa.
Yep. Get it by that other one. Yep. Hard. Real hard. Hurry, Grant. Yep. Try, Rick. Not bad.
And from the overhead camera, it looks as though New Brunswick may be lying too.
Good move by the New Brunswick front end on. They didn't quit on that rock. It rubbed that front guard away up, and they kept brushing it so that it ended up second shot.
Good,
so they're very alert.
5-3 was the score. BC over New Brunswick in the 1-2 playoff game. The page system in use in determining the finalists after round-robin play at the Brier. 1 and 2 play. The winner moves to the final. The loser gets another opportunity in the semifinal, playing the winner of the 3-4 playoff game. Good shot by Brian Mickey as British Columbia lies 1.
Play the double peel, or you can just freeze.
Can see a piece.
Can ya? You back 8?
Okay.
Yeah.
Indicating the ice. Center of the 8-foot now. Back 8-foot weight. He's just trying to come down to it or trying to move it a bit to move it into the open if he can.
Whoa! Whoa! Where's the weight? Whoa. Right off. Right off. Right off. Oh. Bend. Bend. Get out in the open. It's good, Rick.
Russ Howard imploring the Yellowstone to bend a little more as it made its way into the top of the rings.
I like it. Just that little extra weight, it ran straighter down the sheet.
I kind of like that.
That's a shot right there. You could go into the center again around the guards, but you may set up a double, and then they'd have two behind center guards. So he's a little bit of a conservative shot here, but he's setting it up nicely.
Yeah, we'll see how gutsy Russ wants to play this end.
Good.
He may just ignore this one and right down to the one on top of the 4-foot.
Room? A lot of room yet. You're though. Hard! Hard! Gotta be T-line. Come on! Hard! 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 Right down. Come on. Right down. Hard! 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 Hard!
Good job, man. Greg said it's got to be T-line, and it is.
Brian's been playing so well all week. These are becoming automatic. He had a great week and deserved the All-Star award that he got on Friday night.
And by the way, congratulations to you, Jeff, for your All-Star selection as skip.
Oh, thank you much.
And, of course, Jonathan Meade as well.
Hard! Hard!
Back 8!
Whoa!
Back 8! Bump in!
Whoa! 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 Ah! Hit! Whoa! 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 Never! No. Yep. Ball. Yep.
Shot stone still belongs to BC.
You get a lot of audibles out of Russ Howard. Yes. Whoa, no. Hurry.
Yeah, a lot of octaves, too. He can raise it up or bring it down, that's for sure.
Hit that. That's one there.
This is a pure weight shot. If you overthrow this at all, it's just going to run on him. So he really, really has to be back 12 weight, maximum weight.
Not only that, if he throws a little bit more weight, he could jam it on the one on the back of the 4-foot, then they're in real trouble.
That's the task assigned third. Brent Pierce.
Whoa, right off! Right off! Right off! Right off!
Back line to Hack.
Right off! Never. No, 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 no. Oh, right off! No, no. Go. Come on, George, come on.
Oh, what a beautiful curling shot. He pushed it through cleanly to lie 3.
And they never laid a brush to it all the way down the ice. Now the problem for Russ Howard, of course, if he comes to the face of that one, he'll be third shot ruck. So he's got to play the hit, hopefully make the double.
Let's bump it to here.
Second in a row. BC's been lying 3 on him.
On the opening end, a double by Rick Perron got him out of a jackpot.
Same way.
A little more, I think. Top 8.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Back line. Just back line. Oh, no line. Right off, Rick. Right off. Right off.
Same weight.
Right off. Yep.
Move on.
Still 3 red zones for British Columbia.
Shall we?
Well, Brent they'll probably just play the same shot, hit and roll in a little bit off that yellow one that Wayne just put there.
So he's got this, eh?
It's tough to protect them all.
Print that into them.
Well, if we can roll here and just bump this a hair, it would be same weight. Yeah, okay.
Same way. He just wants to remove that rock, and if he gets a little bit of an inside roll, so much the better. But he can't afford to leave that rock there. Because if he does, for sure, Russ Howard will tap it up.
Hard! Hard! Whoa! 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 Clean! Whoa! Whoa, right off! Clean! Whoa! Clean it! Whoa! 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 Whoa!
Get to the inside of it. That is a good shot. sensitive in that area.
Excellent shooting by third Brent Pierce on this second end.
A little more bump would have been sweet, just a hair, right?
Hey. Then you leave that for your last one, right?
You can play that.
And you got both sides to use?
Yeah. Anything, Rick?
It's a tough
Play
call.
that.
You hate to give up a big end early, and they're looking at it right now, so they got to make the right decision here.
Yeah.
Well, I think they have to make a run at the double, don't they?
I can hit that. I can hit.
I like this,
jam
Russ,
it, let
really.
him sit 2 or 3. But
What do you think of this, Rick?
he's got that though, eh?
So we'll have to bring it right back to here then.
Okay, let's try it. Top 4.
Well, he loves drawing, and you know, this is his forte.
What do you think, Grant, for speed?
Well, that's his forte. He'd like to come right down in here
8.5. It's not
and
9.
put it right in that area there. If he can, anywhere in front of the tee line, but behind protection is the big thing.
Thank you, guys.
And he likes to draw.
Good line.
Pretty good.
Just top 4. Room. Hard weight. Weight's good. Line's real good. Gotta wait for it. They're on its own. Gotta go. Where is it? Whoa, 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 whoa. Easy, easy. They're on its own. Easy. Whoa. Easy. Whoa. Never, never, never. Leave it high. Leave it high. Hey, hey.
Pressure shot by Russ Howard to lie 1, catching a piece of the button. Not buried as much as he had hoped.
No, that's right, but his weight was absolutely perfect.
Unbelievable. Any water there?
He doesn't want to play it any tighter than that. He thought he had the correct
But
height.
it'll move. But yeah, I don't want to take too much. Full keen, eh?
Yeah. Thought that was all over the garbage. You threw that real well. I don't know why it didn't finish.
It's unbelievable. Perfect weight. We swept it a little bit, but I don't think
I'm going to keep it high, and I thought it was heavy. I got to get off and hope it doesn't snap. And when I realized it was high enough, this is gold, and then it did nothing. There's absolutely nothing coming in.
Push it.
Yeah. Trying to sit 2 there.
Okay. Obviously, Russ had anticipated much more movement from his stone than he got.
Yeah.
Just didn't quite finish for him. This is a tough shot for McAulay. He has to play maybe just back 8-foot weight, even if he can just come off his own in the back of the 4-foot. The problem with that is he may roll into the open.
Yep. Hard line.
Yep, hard line! Hard line! Hard line! Whoa, clean! Whoa, whoa, clean! Hard! Whoa, right off for a second! Whoa, clean! Right off! Whoa, clean! Whoa. Right off, right off, right off, right off! Hard!
What a shot by Greg McAulay to lie 4.
Oh, what a beautiful control curling shot. Unbelievable touch. You'll see here, he's over a little bit further than Russ, so it curls a little bit more for him, and a great line call by Brent Pierce. Just enough weight to push it back to lie 4.
That's got to get his whole body tingling after that shot. It's a thrill to put one in there perfect, and Russ has pretty much got nothing here. He is, and he's in big trouble. He's looking at giving up at least 3 if he doesn't make a great shot here.
Well, he has to make a perfect shot, and I think he has to come right down in there and just sit right on top of that one.
Same shot.
And that way he may get out of the end with
when
only
they get
2
there.
scored against him. If he gets it in there, it's very tough to get it out.
You threw about an 8.
Grand Odishaw just reminding Russ about the weight he threw on his last stone.
Hard, hard,
Fair left.
hard! A lot of room! Well, no wait, no bump!
Wide only.
No bump! Wait only!
Wide only.
Hard! Hard!
You got to get it in front.
Hard! Hard! Hard!
that's about as good as you can get.
BC is still lying 2. Can they score more?
You get 3 for sure.
For 3-2. Let's go.
Yeah, it wasn't a well-played end by New Brunswick. You know, a couple of key misses and...
Bumping another foot. Yeah.
You know, Greg's got a great chance for a 3 here.
Good finish to get to here, eh? Well, we can also bump it out. Yeah, we can tick off there, yeah. T-line. Yep. T-line weight. I don't think it doesn't move till late, eh? Go, throw it good.
Here, Brent Pierce saying straight good. He's going to come down here and try to hit this one. He could come off this one and end up right in there for 3. Or he could hit it straight back.
Just bump it T-line, eh? Hard to get hit for 5 or 6.
So we want to?
Russ really whacked his broom on the end padding here after that shot, showing his frustration.
We just got to get to the tight side.
Yeah, I think he thought he might have had enough weight to bump that one right out of the 4-foot, but it just wasn't going to have enough. But, you know, that was about as best as he could do.
Is there any chance that McAulay could bump that one far enough to maybe even score 5 here?
Well, if he hits it correctly, he may drive it onto that yellow one. I don't think they'd get 5, but they'd certainly get 4.
Yeah, he's just going to throw T-line weight and take his 3.
Whoa, throw there. I'll let you have to right off.
Line's good.
Lead.
Just for weight. Line's good.
Line's good.
Real close.
Ton of room.
Line's great. Watch it.
Yep.
Cut.
We're there. We're there. Clean.
Whoa.
Clean.
Whoa.
Whoa. Clean.
Line's great.
We're there. We're there.
The final stone of the second, and did he push it far enough? It's very close. 2 for sure.
I think it's only 2.
They're going to have to measure this one. 2 red for sure.
That was just a little bit of a sweeping error.
I think you're right. A line call by Brent Pierce, and the sweepers didn't get on it because he had the angle. Even if he touches that yellow one, he gets in for 3, maybe 4.
Russ Howard would be quite relieved to only give up 2.
For sure.
What do you think as you look at these 2 rocks from our overhead camera?
Far enough,
Red or yellow?
I think it's red. Yellow. I think it's yellow.
I wasn't asking you.
No.
It looks pretty close. You know, it looks like a yellow, but it's sometimes very hard to tell.
Oh, it's close. It's yellow.
Russ Howard just turned to his teammates and said, "That's the break we need right here, boys."
Well, that certainly was a break for Russ Howard as BC scores 2 on N2.
Closed captioning provided by Tensor TrueFit Magnetics products. Magnetic support products may help provide relief to individuals suffering from daily chronic pain. Magnetics, available at all drug and sporting goods retailers.
In racing or on the road, top quality replacement parts are a must, which is why I recommend the full range of UAP Napa parts. UAP Napa, the right brand for the job.
This is a great job. No boss, no traffic. Hey, I've got their baby teeth. Sometimes big people lose their teeth. I had nothing special for them until new Polident Overnight. It works all night long. Dentures feel fresh, clean, and smooth all day, thanks to the protective polyshield barrier that helps prevent stain and plaque buildup. Now that's special. New Polident Overnight, the only one with polyshield.
With its built-in phone directory, alarm clock, calendar, and optional vibrating alert, you'll discover the easy-to-use Nokia 6100 series wireless phone. It's very helpful at planning your day. Nokia. Connecting people.
In racing or on the road, top quality replacement parts are a must, which is why I recommend the full range of UAP Napa parts. UAP Napa, the right brand for the job.
So, you got an RCA TV with Guide Plus Gold. Gosh, that's got to make you feel good. What with this instant 7-day on-screen summary of your favorite shows? Bet the guys are impressed. Probably on their way over right now to watch the big game. Trash the place, eat you out of house and home, that kind of thing. The RCA with Guide Plus Gold. It's gonna be very popular.
Greg McAulay of BC with a 2-0 lead. Russ Howard of New Brunswick escaping what looked like a devastating second end here in the final of the Labatt Brier. Tuesday night on the Olympians, a unique pair of skiers from Inuvik, the Firth twins, who set the pace for Canadian cross-country skiers during a lengthy international career, including 4 Olympic Games. 7 o'clock Tuesday night on the Olympians. Back to the booth and Don Whitman.
A score of 2 for BC on the second, but Don Duguid and Jeff Stoughton, risk and reward. Might he have taken a shot at trying to get 4 or even 5?
Well, I think anytime you got a chance to score 3, you're going to take it. And the opportunity certainly was there if he hits it a little bit higher. But, Jeff, you say a sweeping error, and I agree.
Heads up. Yeah, it's one of those things that, you know, hog line in, if they just brush it a little bit, he only had to move that thing maybe a half an inch further. So a little bit of an error, but, you know, you got to be pretty happy with the 2-ender.
Jeff, and looking back at it, might you have taken a shot at trying to get more?
Well, I mean, it didn't look like you'd be able to double your own out and give up a steal. It might have been worth a shot at scoring a big 4 or 5 and putting the game away pretty early, but like Don says, taking a 3-ender into the third is pretty good.
389 all the way. Yep. Hard.
It's a lot easier to second guess up here.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Real hard.
No kidding. Well, I think Russ Howard down the other end is breathing a sigh of relief. It looked like they're going to score 3 or 4 on him. To get away with 2, not bad.
It was just a perfectly played end by BC, and you know, they still have to be very happy that they got a 2-ender out of it and moving on to the next end, and just forget about the missed opportunity there. They'll play fairly conservative from now on in and make Russ score a bunch of points.
More, guys. Up the line. Up 12. Line's good. Where is that? Top 12. Line's good. Bring it here. Hard. Whoa.
Stone delivered by Jody Swystrup, comes to rest just outside the rings, providing protection for the shot stone in the rings. And Russ Howard has an opportunity to double them off from Grant Odeshot.
Hard. Hard. 3. Whoa. Wow. Yep. Okay. Throw.
Well, Russ Howard just playing quiet tap-backs. He wants to make sure that he saves the shooter, keeps a few more rocks in place so that he can maybe manipulate them around, raise them back, maybe get an inside roll. Of course, McAulay knows that, so he's going to run off the danger guard, which is, of course, the corner guard on the right-hand side.
Yeah, it's still pretty early to start running. You know, he's got a good chance to double guard that one in the top of the floor, but you know, he's going to make Russ make some great shots to score his 2 here.
Well, if he's going to run him, he's going to have to run him for 7 ends. But maybe he feels he can hold Russ down to 1 or 2 and maintain the advantage of last rock and maybe have a point lead. So, but you're right, I might have played the double guard.
Freeze.
Russ asking Rick Perron, his second, to freeze down to the shot stone. McAulay attempting to become British Columbia's 3rd national champion this year.
Yep.
Weight's good.
Wow.
Bumping.
Wow. Yeah, hard line. Hard. Ah! Ball. Off line. Wall line. Wall. Sorry, Ricky. And shot, Rick.
McAulay asking Brian Mickey to come down and sit on top of the yellow rock.
go on that one.
Line's good.
As soon as Mickey let it go, you heard
Take a look.
Swystrup and Brent Pierce say we're going to have to go on this
Line's
one.
good.
It looks like he's got nice weight.
Hard. 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 Get him past. Come on. Hard. Hard. Whoa, 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 whoa. Shot, Brian.
Nice touch there by Mickey.
Just tap it a couple of feet or play this. Like that? Yeah. Back 8. I like that.
Yeah, either one.
And once again, you see Russ just trying to manipulate the rocks around in the house. Getting rocks in position maybe for a better shot later in the end.
Hard line.
Back line.
Hard. Hard.
Back
line. Hard. Whoa, whoa. Yep. Hard. 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 Hurry. Hard. Hurry. Did you stay on it?
Got it.
You think? They're looking at it. He says he's got it. It's on the ring. They're very close.
Like that?
McAulay will attempt to hit and roll off the stone on the edge of the 8-foot.
Hard! 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 Whoa! Hard! 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 Whoa! Whoa! Hard! 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 Yep! Hard! 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 Hard!
And that's what Brent Pierce does.
Boy, he's on a roll today.
Still a lot of rocks for Russ to bump around, move around, and get behind the tee line. But Brent's been on fire. He's made some great shots.
Perfect hit and roll. In a very confined area, he gets a perfect roll behind the one on the top of the button. Now it's blast time.
Don't overthrow it.
See the hand signal there?
Just normal, eh?
Wayne Talon making sure he's throwing the right turn here.
I'm sure he's taken a lot of kidding about his error yesterday in throwing the wrong turn.
Whoa! 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 Whoa!
This will move some stones around, and what's the end result?
Yep, way over. Yep.
Good shot. By it's good because he split both his two, one on one side of the sheet, one on the other. But it's kind of set up a run back now for him where the two BC rocks are in a row. So he may get it out of this end.
BC lies one, very close between the Yellowstone over on the left-hand side of the screen as you look at it, and the red rock at the top of the 8-foot as to which is second.
Hard! Hard! Whoa! Whoa! Right off! Close! Yep! Hard! Yep! Hard! Whoa! Hard!
Great shot. Another good shot by third Brent Pierce.
I think Russ has to take a look at that, make sure they're not lined up to jam on his own at the side of the 8-foot there.
Yeah, there might be enough space to drive it past that one.
Are they lined up, Russ? Lined up, right?
Oh, they are.
Second shot anyways? Oh, no. Well, Max push back a little bit first. Bump it back. Wouldn't have been lined up. The top two. That'll hit the back side of it, eh? Hurry up. What do you think? What are you thinking? Hitting the front two. And jam it.
Can you hit and roll off, Russ? Hit one of them and roll off. Yeah.
Okay.
Hack weight, backboard weight.
Hack. Okay.
Yeah, they just want to get the front open and save his shooter. They don't want to lose the one in the back 8, so they'll play very quiet weight on this one.
Well, in making this call, Russ certainly had a lot of help from both Wayne Talon and Grant Overshot.
Firm hack.
But a very pivotal shot in this end.
Board. Whoa.
Hoping that he gets away without jamming it.
Ben. Hard right. Get it out. Come on. Get it out.
Boy.
He wanted to save the shooter. It just never curled up enough for him.
Yeah. Forward.
No, the critical part in that shot was saving the shooter, and it never happened. It had to pull up a little bit more.
Getting no curl out of those rocks at all. Hair heavy. What if we were real heavy? Good throw, though.
No, you're right. Ricky's 4 rocks pulling it. He's got a cutter, I think.
Well, I should take it. I need it.
Try to make a double. We can get 7/8 and roll him guard to 1 and make a double.
Well, yeah, you can get the roll, too.
Yeah, either one, right? Just normal?
Yeah, so I don't think he'll go hard.
Okay. Go.
If you were with us yesterday for the semifinal, you saw Russ Howard and his teammates express some concerns about the way their rocks were reacting. They still seem to be a little perplexed with how the Stones are performing today in the early stages of this final against Greg McAulay.
Yeah, I asked Russ before the game if they changed any of their rocks up, and they said they didn't. They stuck with the same ones they threw yesterday and on Friday. So I was a little surprised if they were concerned that they wouldn't try a few extra rocks and bring something new in, but they stuck with them, and maybe they should have looked for something new.
Yeah, they feel they got one that's a cutter, one that's running very straight.
Easy, whoa!
Probably trying the double here.
Wait there.
Right on!
On its own.
Now.
He removes the top stone, and the shooter rolls over and will also roll out of the rings after removing another red BC rock. So BC is left lying 2.
Yeah, that was a very conservative shot to open it up. He's leaving a Russ, a bumper weight double to lay 2. I thought he might try and corner freeze that top one in the 8 foot.
Or maybe just pump it back a bit into the 8 foot. Yeah, you're right. That was a no-risk shot.
That'll make the double.
Yep. No choice. He'll try the double. Flank the end, right?
If you miss it, what's he going to do? You just hit it.
What happens if we do this? He hits this one here, right? Lets you the raise hit, does he?
Or he guards it.
Or he guards it. Exactly.
Not only your own shot.
We can't play that.
The other skipper's going to play.
Oh, it could possibly, and then we go, no, then he could make the double. I think we go for it, but...
Head-on doesn't kill it.
No.
They're not on over there, right?
He says, no, I didn't look.
Just control, Wayne. Control. And try the double, guys.
Russ Howard with his first stone of the end, throwing control rate, attempting the double.
Stand it out, Rick.
The big thing is he has to save his shooter here.
Yes! Hard roll shooter!
He's got them both.
Great shot.
Great shot.
Beautiful curling.
Great shot, Russ.
Well, I really think that was set up by the conservative call by Greg McAulay trying to hit that guard. I mean, if he pumps his own back, he could be lying 2 covered.
Somebody asked Russ if that stone was biting, and you heard him say, I hope not. Down at ice level, Jeff, do you get any sense of how this crowd is going? Are they for McAulay or favoring New Brunswick?
You know, it is pretty quiet. Yesterday we commented a little bit that the crowd was pretty quiet, and I thought for sure the crowd would maybe jump on BC a little bit, just because I know there's a lot of BC fans here supporting Greg's team. But it is still pretty quiet. I think they're sort of 50-50, and they don't know really who to support. So it's going to take some great shots like Russ's to bring them on side.
Well, they came here in anticipation of seeing some great shot making.
Hey, guys, lean on it! Lean on it! Ah! Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Roll it. Roll it.
Now Russ Howard with the final stone of end 3 as an opportunity to get back on even terms with Greg McAulay.
Need to hear more ice, eh?
No.
Hear more.
Well, of the 5 shots Russ Howard has thrown so far in this game, this is the easiest one. It looks very easy, but all he has to do is hit full weight. But when you're down 2, sometimes it is not the easiest. He's been chasing McAulay for 3 ends now.
Easy, 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 easy,
A little strong, Rick, but clean it.
Whoa. Clean. Keep it clean. Clean. That's
Clean
not
it.
true, guys.
Good.
Hot. Hot.
Hooray!
Hooray!
Hot!
The Brushers thought it might have been heavy when Russ let it go, and then they had to jump on it. And Howard picks up 2 on the 3rd. This game's even at a pair.
No. You're hogging it. Good job.
Curling is a game of decision, a sport of precision. Getting a 42-pound rock of solid granite to slide 93 feet from the hog line to the button requires an applied science that doesn't come out of a computer.
Well, there's a lot of mental focusing before you actually throw the rock, putting the broom down and sliding to the far end, and then you actually have a bit of a pre-shot routine similar to a golfer where you visualize what you think is going the path the rock's going to take and how much weight you need to make that happen.
I think everyone has a routine of putting the broom down. I usually take a good glance at it as I'm going down the ice. Not so much seeing how my rock is going, but just seeing where the broom is and seeing where the end result has to go.
You got to have confidence in where you put the broom, and you decide on a weight. You know, if you take a foot of ice and you say it's going to curl up to this spot with bumper weight, then you go down and your delivery of your stone is to hit the broom, throw bumper weight, and then it's out of your hand.
After you've released the rock, it's such a team effort. It takes 4 people to get the thing on that X, on the spot that you want it, and you have to have your wits about you. You have to realize the weight that came out, the way it was released, how much spin there is, which rock's been thrown. There's a tremendous amount of factors. It's an amazing thing when you actually break it down.
To understand what makes a rock curl and what keeps it straight, you need to know the physics of curling. For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction.
Every rock has what you call a running surface. There's a cup inside the rock, and this is the running surface that goes around it. A very small area that touches the ice. And as you know, we put pebble on the ice, and the little pebbles that freeze on the ice contact the surface and actually make this rock curl. When we sweep rocks, we create a friction on the ice, and the friction on the ice basically heats up the ice. We create a water vapor. The rocks will hold up straighter, and while the rock's holding up straighter, it loses the friction, so therefore the rocks don't curl as much.
The roaring game. With a keen eye on keen ice, they're steering that stone home. And there's a message in all that hollering.
Well, as a thrower, you shouldn't be calling line, for starters. The person in the house, either the skipper or the third, is the person you want calling line, because they're down in the house. They know exactly where you want to roll.
And now you know the rest of the story. 2-2 after 3 ends, British Columbia and New Brunswick here in the final of the Labatt Brier.
Awards Committee decided
Ernie Richardson of Saskatchewan is the only skip to win 4 Brier titles, 59, 60, 62, and 63, teaming with his brothers. And here between ends, a standing ovation for Ernie Richardson as he is presented with the Elmer Freitag Award by the World Curling Federation for an individual who has made an outstanding contribution to the growth of this sport. Roy Sinclair of the World Curling Federation honoring Ernie Richardson before this capacity crowd in his home province, and a great moment for him.
I would ask Gunther Hummel, President of the World Curling Federation, to present the award to Ernie.
And now Gunther Hummel, the President of the World Curling Federation, making the presentation to Ernie Richardson. Still looking like he can get out on the pebble right now.
Four-time world champion, Ernie Richardson.
Thank you very much for the wonderful reception. This is a great honor for me to be selected to receive the Freitag Award. I would like to thank the Canadian Curling Association for nominating me, and also the World Curling Federation Selection Committee for selecting me. As you all know, curling is a team game, and I'd like to thank my teammates. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be here today. So therefore, I would like to accept this award on behalf of my team. Curling is a better game now than when we played. You have better ice conditions, which makes for better shot making. There's more top curlers in the world today, and the 3-guard rule makes it a much better spectator sport. Curling is a great game, and I'm very happy that we were able to play a part in it. Thank you very much.
A gracious and humble Ernie Richardson, 4 Brier championships, and honored here today with the Elmer Freitag Award for his contribution to the sport of curling.
Yes, indeed, a great champion. And Don Duguid, you played games against the great Ernie Richardson back in the early 60s.
Yes, we did. We had quite a few games together, but not only that, he's a good friend of mine. And it's a great honor.
An interesting comment when he said the game is much better today. Talking with Russ Howard, he was comparing his first Brier appearance in 1980 to today. And he said in 1980, and as recently as 10 years ago, you could get by with curling as a team 75% and win games. And Jeff Stoughton, I'm sure you will now concur, you can't do that anymore.
It seems you have to shoot lights out to get a good victory these days. I mean, shooting in the low 70s or high 70s just isn't going to cut it anymore. I think the stats this week, almost everyone was mid-80s to low 90s. It was just phenomenal games out here. And that is due to the ice conditions, 3-rock rule, and just the development of these great curlers.
Yep. And Ernie talked about the 3-rock rule, and the man holding the broom for New Brunswick was instrumental in getting that rule introduced into Canadian curling.
Shot, Grant. Shot.
Talk about percentages and how much higher they are. Grant Odishaw with the edge over Jody Swystrup.
I think Greg McAulay now feels that he's had Russ Howard in a lot of trouble for 3 ends, with the exception of the free draw for 2.
Better off chipping
and
the guard.
I think he's going to start attacking, because I think he feels that he's putting a lot of pressure on them, and he maybe crack a 2 or 3 if he gets more aggressive.
Weight's not bad. All right. Now. All right.
Yeah, I felt the last end, Greg played pretty conservative, and yeah, I mean, Russ made a great shot in his first one for a double, but he could have tapped back, like Don was saying, and really forced Russ to make 2 great shots instead of an open draw for his 2. So, you know, kind of not a big turning point, but almost a gift too for Russ in that he made 1 really great shot and came out with an easy deuce.
Hard line. Lots of weight, Russ. Back 4. Coming down. Hard! Hard line! Hooray!
Yep, right in. Yep. Come on. Sweet, boys.
That just comes out right
It
off that
just
hill.
spun onto the top of the 12. New Brunswick buys one.
And it looks to me with draw weight, 4-foot weight, the ice is starting to move a bit more in the center, so you'll be able to pass the guards by maybe 8-10 inches and feel completely buried.
Clean it. Clean.
Whoa! Close!
Whoa!
Whoa! Yep!
No.
Oh, nice roll. That shot there has now set the end up for British Columbia. It's in front of the tee line, it's buried, and now Russ could run it back, but he's elected to go in, so if everybody makes their shots here, McAulay could end up scoring 2 or more. It depends where this rock ends up.
Now, he did have the option. He could run the Yellowstone back onto the red or try and come in behind. The reason for making the decision he had.
Well, I think he feels that if he gets it in behind, then they may have to run the front, so that's why he's going in. But look at this rock curl.
Wow. Okay.
That's not a bad shot, but back 4. Now, British Columbia can hit this one and flop in again. Now he'll have 2 behind the center guard. And I think if he gets 2 behind there, then for sure Russ Howard will run the front.
Same bad neither. Either one. I like that.
All he wants to hit and roll to the side. He doesn't want to go in behind the cover because he knows that Russ will run it back.
Never. Close.
Whoa, Greg. Whoa, Greg.
Nice shot.
Mickey Shooter stays on the tee line in the 12-foot.
Same shot, Rick. Nice shot, Rick. Nice shot, man.
He's out curling Rick Perron 92 to 79%. As a team, BC 86%, New Brunswick 82%.
Same weight.
Well,
you like this ball, Jeff?
Clean it, Wayne. Clean it.
Well, it's very aggressive. You know, he's forcing the play, that's for sure. If they don't get a good one in here again, Greg's going to be set up for a 2-3-under.
Line. Wow. 6. Okay, Rick.
Well buried.
All right, Rick. All right. Eliminated 2 of them.
I was afraid of that.
Keelan, want to try and catch it?
What do we do next?
Do that.
I want to lose it, though.
Kills the guard. What do we do next?
Yeah. See how it comes down.
They can hit and roll and make the double almost. With the intern, see? This the top double? Yeah.
Brian Mickey did not get thrown, and Wayne Talman trying to figure out what his shot might be.
Whoa. I think I can shot. Good shot.
So what might that shot be for Wayne Talon?
Well, what it's going to do is force Howard to go into the ring's top 4 foot, or maybe play a guard. But I think he's electing play a little conservative here, maybe hit that one and roll over and open it up.
Russ, you can even go the other way behind the corner.
What he's talking about is going across the face and hitting and rolling in behind the corner.
Yeah, go board. Yep.
Stop a little.
Wow. Board.
Stop a little.
Close. Hard. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Is that any good?
And the shooter rolls over to the other red, and I think it's second shot.
Yeah, that's a perfect shot.
And it looks like he's out of the end again, Jeff.
Yeah, they've been dodging a few of them, that's for sure. So see if it will last throughout the game, and Greg's team can keep the pressure on.
Well, I think it was a defensive move by Greg McAulay running off that guard. He could have come around maybe.
Clean.
But he decided to open it up.
Hard! 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 Right up! Come on! Hard! 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 All you get, Joe. All you get. Okay.
They were attempting to roll the stone over to the left and behind the long guard. Brent Pierce also has an edge over his New Brunswick counterpart at third stone, 92 to 71%.
Doesn't matter.
Gotta stay, Wayne.
Okay. Out turn. I chuckle about that once in a while.
Talon, of course, wants to hit and stay right there and maybe even move his rock over a little bit to the open side as opposed to going around the corner.
Ah! Whoa! 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 Yep! Hard run!
Boy.
Yeah, Wayner.
New Brunswick again lies 2. This game is tied at 2, playing this 4th end.
Shoot, Wayne.
Ooh, nasty one there, huh? Great shot. Yep. Whoa, whoa. Whoa, a little more line. Right off! No, right off! Real hard.
This time the Pierce stone rolls too far and goes out of the ring.
Yeah, I guess, eh? Yeah, just about, yeah. You like that?
Yep.
I think Russ would like to pull the rock right in about there behind the corner guard.
8 here.
And stay definitely in front of that tee line.
Same weight you've been throwing should be good.
Slips behind the tee line, of course. McAulay will just freeze to it, so he wants to make sure that he's in front of it.
Yeah, hard, real hard. Hard!
Heavy.
Whoa! Hard! Room. Heavy. Light. Hard!
One said heavy, one said light.
Hard! You got tons of room!
Lots of weight.
Whoa, room!
Ball, ball, ball.
Easy.
Ball.
Yep, yep! Hard! Right up, Ricky! Come on, boys! Come on, boys! Hard! Good shot.
Well, obviously, Russ Howard was correct when he said it's light. And he has out-curled Greg McAulay by a fairly
They were throwing that
large margin.
draw down the center line. And it was just moving to full 8. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Actually, though, I guess if we did hit it, roll it there, you never know, but... like that? It's going to be tough to get it in there, that's the only thing, but it's going to be real tough to get it in there. Yeah. You want to try hitting it and roll over there?
I like that shot.
One or the other, anyway. Go where you like it. Oh, we'll try that. Okay. Put her there. I don't think it's going to bust too much. Let's go.
Brent Pierce is a great third because every time McAulay goes down the ice, he always says to him, let's go. Like, pumps him up a bit. He's picked out a tough shot. He's trying to draw around a rock at the top of the 8-foot. And the big thing for BC, whether it'll bury. Yeah, might as well get a feel for a draw. What's that?
How was that bump weight? Is that a little bit too much?
It's okay.
Huh?
It's okay.
It would be too light?
Yeah, you'd be real close.
Francois Roberge and Eric Sylvain, the skip and second from the semifinal losers yesterday.
Hard!
Watching this championship game, a third-place finish in this year's Brier for Quebec.
Hard! Hard line, guys! Hard. Whoa!
Whoa, whoa, right on it. Right off, right off!
Yeah, yellow. Yep.
Looks as though BC does have the shot stone.
How would you like? I think he's going to put it over on this side of something. I don't think he's got the out-turned draw there. That guard might be in the way.
Yeah, he can't roll too far.
No, but right here. A little less than he's going to overturn. He doesn't want to in-turn anything. That's what I'm saying.
Let's roll to here.
Okay.
Okay, like that?
Yep. Fair point.
Normal?
Just normal, yeah. Nice normal.
Russ wants to get a little bit of movement on a shooter, forcing McAulay maybe to play the out turn as opposed to he just threw the in turn.
Normal or control?
Normal. You don't want to move anywhere, right?
Yeah.
You just want to know
Roll a foot.
which way, left?
Yeah, towards you. Enough?
With normal, it is.
Nice thing for Greg is he just threw the draw there, and there's no doubt he's going to have to throw a draw his last one.
Hard. Whoa! 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 Little roll, Grant.
Howard said he wanted to hit and move a foot. He only moved about 6 inches.
A little heavy.
Wife Wendy applauds the shot.
What's that?
Watch yourself, guys. Hair heavy.
You're firm normal.
Nice throw. Nice. Roll another footing. Any lighter we would have. Yeah. You throw beautiful. Yeah, roll the center line would have been nice.
We drove the same way as your last one.
Well, lots of room on the in-turn side for Greg McAulay. He's just going out a little bit wider.
Good course.
The first draw, of course, was the in-turn down the center. Now he's going out quite a bit wider.
And he's looking at 3 yellow stones as he prepares to deliver the final rock of N4.
As soon as he lets it go, they'll determine how fast it's going.
Where is it? Pretty good. Line's good. Line's good. Looks good. All yours. Take a look. Take a look. Right off, I'd say. Right off, I'd say.
Okay.
Lean out good. Attaboy.
And without much assistance, Greg McAulay draws to a corner of the button to pick up a single point in N4 and move into a 1-point lead.
Life has its bumps, but you don't have to feel them. Now Midas Gold struts with R2 technology are only $79.95 each, with a lifetime guarantee at any Midas. Go smoothly. Go Midas.
At every one of our hotels, we welcome the hard-working business traveler. Comfort Inns provide excellent value and friendly service. Quality hotels offer special executive rooms and in-room coffee. Econo Lodges give you a good room at a good rate. And all feature our guest satisfaction guarantee.
Hi, hon. Don't you love the couch over there?
No. Choice Hotels. All the signs of a great hotel.
Next year, the most prestigious curling event in the universe will land in Ottawa for 9 unforgettable days. Be among the first 2001 fans to purchase a full event package, and you'll receive a collector's edition Odyssey pin. Plus, you'll be eligible to win Brier clothing. Begin your 2001 Odyssey now by calling one of these numbers or visit us online. Ottawa Brier 2001. The Odyssey has begun.
Life has its bumps, but you don't have to feel them. Now Midas Gold struts with R2 technology are only $79.95 each, with a lifetime guarantee at any Midas. Go smoothly. Go Midas.
This brand new 2004 Taurus SE, valued at $26,000, is first prize in the Ford Hot Shots Curling Skills Competition. To win, the best curlers in the nation assembled in Saskatoon and had to put together 6 shots, from a draw to the button to a double takeout. Up to 5 points are awarded for each shot. Alberta lead Don Bartlett took the lead in a duel with teammate Don Walchuk. In this, his final shot, Bartlett, the postal worker from Spruce Grove, delivered the double. Don Bartlett tops the field at the Brier with 23 of a possible 30 points to win the Ford Taurus SE. The keys were his. Alberta third Don Walchuk is second to win 2 tickets on Canadian Airlines. And Northern Ontario second Ron Henderson third to win a 32-inch RCA color TV. Don Bartlett gets behind the wheel of his new Ford, the Ford Hotshot at the Brier. The biggest prize yet to be won, though. After 4 ends, it's Greg McAulay of BC leading Russ Howard of New Brunswick 3-2. Our champions today will join the Kelly Law Rink of British Columbia, representing Canada at the Ford World Curling Championships from Glasgow, Scotland. We'll have the finals Saturday and Sunday, April 8 and 9 on CBC Sports. Ready for the 5th end, and back to Don and Don.
And Greg McAulay attempting to become the 3rd national champion out of the province of British Columbia, joining Brad Kuhn, who won the junior men's crown, and will join the Stephanie Miller rink from Saskatoon as they head off this coming week to the World Junior Championship, and they will be held in Geising, Germany, March 18th to the 26th.
No, it's not the top 4.
Where do you want it, Greg?
Top 4 is fine. If you can get it there. Or just short. Okay. Whatever you got. Whoa.
Kelly Law and her BC rink, the Canadian representatives at the World Women's Championship. And will it be Greg McAulay or Russ Howard joining her in the trip overseas? McAulay at the moment has the edge, leading by a score of 3-2, playing this 5th end.
Yeah. Ball. Whoa. Ball. Yep. Hard. Real hard, guys.
That was a great confidence booster, I think, for Greg. He hasn't had really a pressure shot so far in the first 4 ends, and it may have only been a draw to the 8-foot, but it feels great when you put one in there. The guys sweep it a little bit, and it stops right on the tee line on the button. And it's a great boost to know that it's hopefully going to last throughout the game. Your 4-foot in your back pocket.
Well, you talk about it only being a draw to the 8-foot when you're looking at 3 opposition stones.
Line's good.
Oh, that's, yeah, no, it makes it tougher, but it's just a great feeling, and I think that will help him throughout the game. You know, he's made some open hits and a couple little tapbacks, but nothing where he's had to make the big shot to finish the end off, and that should help him for the rest of the game.
Okay, it's a good shot.
I like that. Dead on.
And because they're staggered, Russ Howard is going to maybe try to hit them and spill them both and roll over for another corner guard.
Hard! Whoa! Wait! Roll it!
Mission accomplished.
You want to roll it too far.
You like that?
Greg McAulay is trying to congest the 4-foot area. He doesn't want to go around any of those corner guards because he knows that Russ Howard will follow him in and maybe set up a deuce that way. So he's going to make Russ Howard maybe go in first, and he'll always have that center guard if it doesn't work out for him. Easy.
Lead's good. How about? Whoa. Good shot.
Like. You there? Yeah. Or hit another one. Set it. Okay. Go here. All right. Board.
Just to remind you of what happened during round robin play, Russ Howard and his New Brunswick team got off to a bit of a shaky start. They were 1-2 after their first 3 games. Then they got on a roll and won 7 in a row before losing their final game to Yukon and the Territories by a score of 9-5.
Ball. Yep. Ball. Yep. Oh. Yep. Hard. Got caught. Okay.
Well, I think they wanted to roll that a little bit more because I think
Greg McAulay will now go around it, and that's exactly what he's calling. Because he can catch a piece of the 4-foot there. I don't think he'll want it as deep as the 4-foot, but he can certainly get around.
McAulay and company won their first 2 games, then they suffered a loss to Ontario, came back with 3 wins, lost to New Brunswick, and then reeled off 4 wins in a row before winning the playoff game.
Real hard. 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 Come on, push. Quick. Harder. Quick, quick, quick.
Just past the guard and into the rings to lie 1.
I'm not sure that rock didn't just touch the back end of that guard.
Good swing.
Yeah, actually, we're about for yellow one.
Very
Still
close.
rolled in behind the corner.
Attack weight, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a little less ice than I had.
Make sure the guard right.
So be careful, Rick. You need a little bit, you need to be solid.
The nice fact for Rick Perron here, Don, is that if he hits it, he'll roll behind the corner guard. Even if he touches the guard, he may roll in.
Straight up! Straight up! Hey! Straight up! Hey! Hey! Whoa!
He is on the guard, and the shooter will roll in.
A little bit of a bonus there.
Good shot. Ah, he missed-swept your first one. Didn't want to nose it. Should have, I guess. Yeah, we're just getting a few unlucky breaks there, Skipper, right? Yeah.
Well, I think you got to come across the face, eh?
All right.
Still rolling.
Well,
no, you go with the intern.
I don't know if this is going to cross.
The intern.
I'm up.
Jeff Stoughton, we heard Russ say he missed-swept the first one. Can those few extra brushes make that much of a difference?
Well, I think he just miscalled it down, coming down the ice. The sweepers, he was calling him on most of the way. And he was just nervous of leaving a center line guard. I mean, missweeping it to roll an inch too far isn't too bad. A couple strokes at the end wouldn't have mattered, though. Great shot by Brent. He's on fire. He's playing really well.
Forward. Okay.
Nobody's missing too many shots there. Just a matter of where they're manipulating the rocks in the rings.
Wow. Wow, right off. Right off.
BC has a team at 86%, New Brunswick at 85%.
Wow. Yep.
Now you have a decision. Do you play the hit on that one, or you gamble to go around the center guard to try and steal a point?
Good arm. Good arm up.
Obviously, McAulay wants to hit and stay right there.
Yep. Whoa, whoa. Easy, guys. Easy. Whoa. Whoa. Right on. Clean. Clean. Yep. Hard. Yep. Hard. 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 Come on. Hard. Okay.
Pierce gets an inside roll. British Columbia leading by 1, lies 1. This is the 4th time that the Brier has been played in Saskatoon. It was won in 1946 by Billy Rose of Sedgwick, Alberta, in 1965 by Terry Bronstein of Manitoba, and 1989 by Pat Ryan.
You know, where Brent Pierce rolled to, I thought for sure Russ Howard would make a play on it because it's in the full 8-foot, but he decided to go around the center guard.
Heavy.
It's a good call. It's a very aggressive call here.
Whoa, top 8. Back 4. Whoa, right off, right off, right off, right off. Whoa. Whoa.
Really
whoa,
good.
top 8. Whoa. Whoa, never.
maybe a little bit too deep. Greg will probably just freeze right down on top of it.
Yeah, all the way down. Russ was saying top 8.
Yes. Well, the difficulty here for McAulay is that he has to come down to the base of it. But the difficult thing for Russ Howard, if he gets it in there, how does he get it out? And how does he score 2? Because he's really closed off that 4-foot area.
Try. Done. Top button.
This is where it was nice on the last end for McAulay to play that in-turn draw and put it right on the 4-foot. So he should have his draw weight. He's going down the same side of the sheet, only just in the opposite direction.
You know, if it got
should have a good idea.
close to center line like yours did, she'd fudge a little bit on me.
You're at the good stuff, I guess.
Yeah, all the way down.
First stone of N5 for BC skip Greg McAulay.
Where is it? Close. Early.
A lot of room.
You got a ton of room.
Well, short spine.
No, wait.
Line's getting good.
Lead now, yeah.
Top.
You got room now.
Freeze it.
Line's real good.
Line's
Don't
good.
bump. Can't bump it. Can't bump it, guys. Right off. Whoa, right off.
Whoa.
Hard. Hard. Yep. Right up.
Okay, good shot.
Brent Pierce was yelling, you can't bump it, and it came up about a foot short.
That's right. They should have been on it all the way because it was starting to move over. And I don't know whether Russ can get to the inside of that.
Smudging on top, right? Smudged again, man.
Yeah, if he can get to the nose, I think he'll be pretty happy. You might even punch that yellow one over to the other red one.
It was really sliding, like it was all the way
Probably
there.
throw back 12.
And then it does it smudged it straight.
Well, you can see there's room with the outturn, but he has to be very, very quiet.
We'll just clip ours over. And
You gonna move that far? Yeah.
might be a lot of ice for back 8.
Little last. Little last.
Boy, they're tightening it up quite a bit.
Yep.
Whoa. Back line. Whoa. Back line. Back line.
Whoa.
Hard. Whoa. Whoa. Right up. Whoa. Right up. Whoa. Bend.
Look at that come over now.
Hard, 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 hard. Keep going.
Unable to push the red stone out of there.
Okay. It's in bend.
Second shot belongs to New Brunswick up at the top.
I thought it would smudge there a little bit for you.
You just got to be careful here.
I think we got to guard it.
Well, the going is pretty easy double anyways.
Let's start it, Craig. Start it.
Well, you got to... Well, I guess we can make that push. You can't get...
Yeah, you can't get more than 2.
Or 1. Could he get 2?
Actually, yeah, no, he can't get 2. Can't get 2 with that, so let's just start.
Yeah, right there. Want to come with the outside?
I think we got to come with the outside. Same as you just threw us a little more ice. Let's go. Halfway.
We heard them talking about the Russ couldn't get more than 2, so they've decided that they're going to guard, and they want to guard it just about there so that Russ cannot go through the hole and not come through with a wide outturn to get at it.
You got to play guard on it.
Prior to making the decision on this shot, Pierce and McAulay were talking about the possibility of Howard getting more than 1.
Where is it? Clean. Close. Clean. Just clean. Whoa. Whoa. Clean.
Way out there.
Clean. Clean.
Oh,
Where is it? Clean. Clean all the way. Clean all the way.
Oh, we're tight.
Clean it.
We're tight.
Whoa.
Clean it.
Whoa.
We're cleaning.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
That's where he wanted it.
Well, Russ has got probably 2 shots, draw to the button with the intern, or he might look at playing the angle raise for 2. Top yellow one way out of the house. again, it's all risk and reward. And you can run the red ones back maybe and not give up a big steal. If he runs his yellow one, he may hit his own out and give up a steal of 2. It's a tough decision. I mean, you're only 1 down. You want to score here for sure.
I don't think we can get the button with the intern.
I think what he's going to do is probably play that raise on that yellow one.
Oh, just try this. Just give me back line weight, and if we happen to tick the yellow one, I mean, it's going nowhere. Well, you got a long distance to go, though. You need back line.
Yeah, okay.
Similar to the same weight Russ just threw. You got to draw the button. Can you get there, though?
Why didn't that finish? That's unbelievable. I hooked that and everything, Rick.
Let's make it for 2. What the hell? Okay. Just off nose, eh? Right on the C, I think.
Yeah, right on the C.
Yeah. What are you going to throw at me?
Back line to hack. Back line, I guess, eh?
Okay.
It's really hanging, Wayne. High side and you jam it.
Yeah, exactly.
Right on the C.
Okay.
Well, he's looking to come down here, hit this one, and angle it in there, and try and make the double that way. The danger, of course, is he may, if he hits it too thick on, he may drive it onto his own and leave BC with 2.
Well, Jeff talked about risk and reward, and Russ said, let's go for it.
Well, he's just playing back ring weight, so
yep,
won't be hard.
Whoa! Whoa! All right. Whoa! Yep! Hard! Hard! Hard!
Curl too much on him.
It appears to be a steal of 1. They're checking to see if it is 2. And I think we may have to put a stick on it to determine.
Yep.
One red for sure. A steal of 1. And at least a 2-point lead at the midpoint of this championship game.
Yeah, you hit it early with anything, eh?
Yeah. All right, he's announced lighter. He's announced lighter on the first one. We make it. Yeah. Do that, eh?
I don't think it's close, but I'm just going to measure anyways. It's fun. So the rest of the team doesn't kill me. If I didn't measure it and they went, are you sure? And I went, anything other than positive, they might take me out back.
I know my boys would do that.
We'll just throw it on there for fun.
Brent Pierce feels yellow is second shot, but he just wants to confirm. And confirmation is supplied by the official. 1 red, and BC leads by 2 at the midpoint match.
Got a tough headache. It takes just one small thing to make you miserable. For fast relief, remember, 1 Advil is often enough. Advil for today's tough pain.
Service, always first.
It started with a pair of boots. Kodiak boots, actually. And it just grew from there. It grew from boots to shoes. From shoes to clothing. Everything to dress you up or dress you down.
not that far down. You could say that wearing Kodiaks has taken on a whole new meaning.
So what you're saying is you can't change your oil every 5,000 kilometers because you're too busy. So you push it. Just like your cheap brother-in-law at one of those all-you-can-eats. Hey, it's your car. You want to learn the hard way? Be my guest. This is reformulated Quaker State. Protection beyond 5,000 kilometers under any driving conditions. You ought to change your oil on time, but if you can't, can you say insurance? Quaker State. It's been tested. It works. What more do you need to know?
The best seats in the house are on CBC with the Juno Awards, hosted by the Moffats. With Amanda Marshall, Bare Naked Ladies, Diana Krall, Chantal Kreviazik, and Great Big Sea. The Juno Awards live, tonight at 8 on CBC. Brought to you in part by Chevrolet.
Welcome back to Saskatoon, where they celebrate this grand game of curling and where they're celebrating a new attendance record for the Labatt Brier, breaking the old mark set 1 year ago in Edmonton. 5 Briers in a row played in the West, and for good reason. At the 5th end break at Saskatchewan Place, it's Greg McAulay of BC leading Russ Howard of New Brunswick by a score of 4-2. Russ Howard getting off the hook a couple of times in the first 5 ends, and Greg McAulay applying pressure despite playing a much more conservative game than we've seen overall at this Brier tournament. Here's the way he has scored. A big deuce in the second, a draw for 1 to the button in the third, and then that steal of 1 from Russ Howard in the 5th end. And here's Greg McAulay making his debut in a Brier final. And how do you think it's gone? I mean, you could have a lot more points right now, and Russ has gotten off the hook a number of times.
Yeah, it's going the way we hoped. We're up 2. That was a big steal in 5. But, yeah, earlier in the second end, we had Russ on the ropes a bit, and he made a couple great shots to get out of it. And we missed mine a little bit and didn't get the push on it for 3. So, I mean, but we got a big point back in 5, so we're 2 up and looking good.
Tell me about that nice draw to the corner of the button in 4. What does that do for your confidence, knowing you've got that draw weight going into the next 5?
Yeah, I've had it all through practice, and all week I've been drawing pretty good, but I felt good today, and the boys swept it just perfect, and I don't mind those ones. It's pretty wide open, but we're playing well.
Yeah. Well, nice going so far, Greg, and good luck the rest of the way.
Thanks, Mark.
Greg McAulay of British Columbia. Let's go to the booth now to Don and Don.
Thank you, Mark. And Greg McAulay and his BC teammates started off this championship game by playing very aggressively, and will they continue that way through the next 5?
I think so. They've had Russ in a bit of trouble in a couple ends, and without Russ's draw to the forfeit there in the second end, he could have been in a lot of trouble. Could have been 4 or maybe 5. But they're playing a great game. Russ Howard always seems to save some of his best shots when he's in a lot of trouble, and he makes them. And if he ever gets anything going, and he's playing aggressive, it could be a very tight finish.
Does Russ do anything differently over the final 5?
No, I don't think so. I think he's going to start going in a lot more, going around, hoping to keep his rocks in front of the forefoot so that he can maybe get a couple in there. So, and that's the way he's got to play against McAulay.
Well, we'll find out what Russ thinks about the final 5. He's downstairs with Mark.
Right, Don, and here's the scoring recap for Russ Howard. A deuce in the second, and of course he gave up a steal of 1 in the 5th and is trailing 4-2 right now with the 5th end break. And here's the man right now, 2-time champion in a couple of Houdini-acts there in the first 5 ends.
Yeah, we pulled a couple rabbits out, and I tried for another one there. Maybe I got a little too confident because I had to make it really tight by the guard and just tracked about halfway down, and I virtually didn't have a shot with the last one, but that hurts because these guys are playing well, and I think the Red Rocks have moved a little more, so maybe we'll trade rocks for the last half and get some guards in play.
Well, the BC boys said yesterday they know you've won twice on this sheet with red rocks. They didn't want you to get them. How do you feel about the rocks you're playing with?
Well, they're straighter. There's no question about it. They're matched. They're pretty close. Ricky's got a couple that are moving for us, but the rest of them are real straight, and it makes it tough to get around guards, but there's other ways to skin a cat.
Quick plan for the rest of the 5?
Yeah, we'll get some guards in play and make some really tough shots. You got to put some pressure on these guys. They're a good team.
Looking forward to it, Russ, and good luck.
Thanks.
Russ Howard of New Brunswick. When we come back at the 5th end break, we'll talk about how this roaring game, the grand old game of curling, is going mainstream and attracting more and more pop culture. That's when we come back to Saskatchewan Plays.
If you got a problem, don't care what it is. If you need a hand, I can show you this. I can help. I got 2 strong arms. I can help. It will sure do me good to do you good. Let me help.
F-Series, Canada's best-selling line of trucks for 34 years. Ford, for now, forever.
At every one of our hotels, we welcome the hard-working business traveler. Comfort Inns provide excellent value and friendly service. Quality hotels offer special executive rooms and in-room coffee. Econo Lodges give you a good room at a good rate. And all feature our guest satisfaction guarantee.
Hi, hon. Don't you love the couch over there?
No.
Choice Hotels. All the signs of a great hotel.
Look out, motorists. Old Man Winter's out to get you.
You're cold and cruel and you don't fight fair. That's okay. See if I care.
No matter what winter throws at you, Prestone Antifreeze is how you fight back.
Hit me with your best shot.
Kick Old Man Winter in the teeth with the #1 way to fight corrosion and protect your aluminum radiator to 64 below.
Hit me with your best shot.
Get in the Prestone zone so nothing can stop you now.
At Scott Paper, we've seen a generation of women aspire to compete at the Scott Tournament of Hearts. And we've had the privilege of being there from the start of some amazing careers. Join Scott Paper in our continued support of future champions. Look for the Scott Tournament of Hearts logo on every package of these fine products.
For more than a century, curling clubs have been the center around which towns, big and small, have gathered during the long, dark winters in Canada. But its pool hall image has prompted snickers from big cities. Still, millions, whether they admit it or not, are watching.
There's a lot of fans out there that come out of the closet, if you want to call it that, and you know, I was a big hockey player, and now I just love the game, or, you know, they've never played, but they love watching it, just the strategy and the ease of the game. I think you can come back to it and catch up on it. A lot like golf, where, you know, people just love watching golf, and same with curling.
My name is Shorty Jenkins, and I make ice.
Ice maker Shorty Jenkins has become a cult hero representing Tim Hortons coffee. Curling culture, a warm and fuzzy vehicle for the advertiser.
I think it's showing that that the curlers and the people around curling, such as Shorty, are recognizable figures in our community now. It's Shorty Jenkins is as well known perhaps as some of the hockey players in our days, or some of the golfers, or some of the other people who are well-known figures. So they're not afraid to sort of show that a curler is a guy that we all know and recognize and can relate to.
And when one of the country's funniest TV shows pokes at your game, you know it's made a connection with Canadians who curl and those who don't.
Hi there, Rick Mercer from This Hour has 22 minutes. I'm here in Michigan tonight on the campaign trail following George W. Bush. Now, you see all those people behind me? They're gathered because the governor's about to talk about something. But you know what? Forget about him, because I'm here to talk about something far more important. I'm here to talk about curling. A couple of years back, Labatt's Blue did a TV commercial that many people thought captured the essence of Canada. Well, at 22 minutes, we thought, close, but no cigar. Had something to do with a bunch of guys playing hockey on Bay Street. Well, we thought that we could do one better.
Labatt's beer. Anything is possible when you drink in the afternoon.
Well, perhaps the best example of the growing popularity of curling came this week. The tankard will be replaced next year by the old Brier Trophy. As a new title sponsor, Nokia will be paying much more money to market itself with the sport of curling. I don't know, I think 22 minutes had a pretty accurate depiction of your sport.
Oh, it's pretty funny stuff. It's great to see some parodies done on the game, and I think it's just bringing it into the younger generation.
But that pool hall image we talked about in the piece, it has been shed, don't you think?
Oh, I think so for sure. I mean, it's out there. The Little Rock game, the curling game is coming more and more mainstream. The advertising age now is getting into the 20 to 35-year-old age group, whereas before it was the plus 40, they seem. So I think it's becoming really mainstream.
And the Olympic halo, do you think that's had the biggest impact on this change?
I think it's a huge impact. I was growing up, I always wanted to try and get into a sport that was in the Olympics, and now we have curling. So when you're growing up young, thinking of that Olympic glory, curling's just another game, and I think it's fantastic. It's a full medal sport.
Indeed it is. All right, when we come back, we'll talk about the first 5 ends here at the final of the Labatt Brier. It's 4-2 BC.
At Nokia, we've discovered that adjusting the color of your phone can be this easy. With Express-On color covers for the Nokia 5100 series wireless phone. Nokia. Connecting people.
We got 'em tall, we got 'em round, we got 'em big, we got 'em long. 4-inch cars and heavy trucks, bring on imports and you will find. For quality, we have the line for top performance every time.
UAP Napa, the right brand for the job.
Superior price for every type of range you know. It's built just right.
Installed at Auto Pro and UAP Napa member installers.
It started with a pair of boots. Kodiak boots, actually. And it just grew from there. It grew from boots to shoes. From shoes to clothing. Everything to dress you up or dress you down. Oops, not that far down. You could say that wearing Kodiaks has taken on a whole new meaning.
Greg McAulay of BC with a 4-2 lead over Russ Howard of New Brunswick as we near the end of the 5th end break here in Saskatchewan Place. And Jeff Stout, do you think Russ Howard is fortunate to be down by just 2?
Oh, I think so. You know, Greg's team's had a lot of pressure on him. He had a shot at 3 or 4 or 5 maybe in one end. He's always seemed to have control of the house, control of the game, and I think Russ is pretty fortunate to only be down by 2.
Russ seems a little uncomfortable with his stones, though.
Yeah, I'm not sure what it is. He's still a little nervous, thinking that his rocks maybe aren't curling as much, but I think he's maybe a little more nervous that Greg's team's just not missing, and that makes it pretty tough to come back.
He has been throwing up trap after trap, has he not?
Oh, Greg's team's just playing wonderful, and, you know, even the last end, they went pretty aggressive with Russ's team, and they finally got the break they need, and they got a great 2-point lead.
All right, 5 ends to go to determine the 2000 Labatt Brier champion here in Saskatoon as we get set for the 6th end. And back to the booth, Don Whitman and Don Duguid.
And to reinforce one of the comments Jeff Stoughton made, the 3rd for BC, Brent Pierce, is curling at 90%. And that's always a nice position to be in when you have your 3rd with those numbers.
Well, the 3rd sets up the whole end for you. Either closes it off or makes a good shot where you got a chance for 2 or maybe 3. And he's just been making some dynamite shots, you know, good hits and rolls and doubles. And so he's setting it up for Greg McAulay.
This will be the final year. That trophy will be awarded, the Labatt Brier tankard. Russ Howard has held it high in celebration on 2 previous occasions. 1987 and 1993. Greg McAulay is attempting to become the last champion to hold the Labatt tankard.
Easy. Well, watch it. Coming down. Oh, still there. Yep, a little bit. Come on. Hard, hard, hard. Stop.
Greg McAulay, this end is obviously playing the rocks in the rings. He's going to force Russ to play in the rings. But Russ is not going to have any part of that. He's going to throw up a corner guard and try to get that 2 points back.
Wow, 73. Heavy. Far away. Wow.
Another crowd of 12,000 plus at Saskatchewan Place this afternoon for a Brier attendance record of 248,973.
He goes the guard. We're giving him a double peep.
Yeah, absolutely.
The single game record was set in Calgary in 1997 when 17,024 showed up for the final draw at the Saddle Dome.
What a great
sight that was. Isn't it? A lot of weight. Oh, Oh. Whoa. Bump it. Whoa. Bump it hard then. Yep. Whoa. Hard then. Hard. Yep. Hard. Right up. Go on that way, Brian. Come on. Okay. Right here, guys. That's a break right there. So another one. Or just bump this out. Nose.
Hit it on the nose. I like that call better as opposed to throwing up another corner guard.
And the reason?
Well, because if they throw up a corner guard, McAulay may throw a center guard, and then you're chasing him the whole end. I think if you hit this one on the nose, you got one in front of theirs. You got the corner guard up. The big thing is you're trying to play the end to score 2 points to get back on even terms. Anything more than that is a bonus.
Hard. Pistol.
And now to protect, Greg McAulay wants to run the corner guard.
That's right. He figures he's got control of the game. He's 2 up, and if he can keep Russ Howard from getting one at any one end or stealing one, he's got complete control.
I mentioned earlier that the third, Brent Pierce, was at 90%. Brian Mickey, the second, is the best percentage shooter on the ice. He's curling a whopping 95%.
Yeah. Hard wing. Well, higher the batter.
There's lots of time in this end for Russ to promote that one onto the Red Rock belonging to BC. So he's going to make BC waste some rocks over here.
Line. Higher the better, Wayne.
By throwing at the corner guard.
Okay.
Yeah, it just becomes sort of a guessing game as to when Greg might throw that center line guard up and go for the steal.
Now, you've got to be very careful of that.
You know, you play these 3 or 4 more times, and all of a sudden Greg on Brent's last one might throw a guard on you, and now you're looking in a little trouble. So we'll see how many he goes to the corner.
Mickey attempting to pick this Yellowstone.
Clean. Yep. That boy. Right up.
All the curlers have spoken so positively all week about ice conditions here at Saskatchewan Place. Tribute to the work done by Hans Withridge, who is the ice maker and has done an outstanding job of preparing the playing surface.
Better band.
Well, he's a magician with ice. He can make ice anywhere, almost anywhere.
We talked to him before we came to the event, and he was really concerned here with the airflow and melting the ice or just sort of flattening the ice out. And they have shut everything off in this building, so there's hardly any airflow at all. and the temperature's pretty cool outside, so he's kept the frost away. They've done a fantastic job. It's the best ice, if not the best ice we've ever played on. It's just fantastic.
Jeff, have you ever thought about using the crutch?
It's pretty tough with the tucker. I got my hand pretty close to the ice, but great. It's a great learning tool, that's for sure.
Right up! Right up! Right up! Right up! Right up! Good boy.
Clean pick of the Yellowstone by Pierce.
That was a great shot again. We feel, you know, the crutch, flat-foot delivery, it's a great tool for learning and for the experienced curler out there. Just that it's the balanced delivery. The only thing that can go wrong is you lose your balance. So to have that crutch there just in case is a great little crutch, as they call it. Pretty much the name it's been given.
Well, and it keeps your shoulder so nice and square, even all the way down. And I watched Gary Vandenberg use it, and of course Dougie Armstrong on your team, and they're very square to the broom all the time.
Yeah, Brent's is a little different. His is a little higher off the ice surface, and that's because he usually keeps his arm out a little straighter. But the crutch that's been made is the exact same height as the handle of the rock, so your two hands are exactly the same height.
Heavy. Oh, no, it's not heavy. Heavy. Not heavy. Right off. Easy. Close. T.
Box.
Yep. Hey!
Well by that guard. They want to bury it.
Those rocks will not bend.
Oh, no, I thought we did.
Again, they're talking about the rock, but, you know, you get out to the corner a little bit later on in the game, this doesn't seem to move as much.
I thought we had.
Now, let me ask a question, Jeff. In the final, you have the option of selecting any 8 rocks from the 4 sheets of ice, do you not?
That's correct, and I did ask Russ before the game if they made any changes to the rocks, and they hadn't. I thought they might have looked for a couple rocks that curled a little more, but they stuck with the same ones they used yesterday.
Come on, roll it. Right over.
BC lies 2 after the takeout by Brent Pierce.
You know, the game and the shots are as tough as they are, that you're going to have to make perfect shots most of the time. It doesn't help when you're sort of thinking about rocks half the time, so it's not a great thought process for the New Brunswick team right now.
Yeah, it's tough enough calling the ice and calling the shots and watching the line and not to worry about the rocks that are not cutting or are cutting.
Close. Right off. Now, curling. Hard.
Leave it in. Whoa.
One red stone is removed, but the shooter, unfortunately for Wayne Talon, also rolls out of play.
Threw that real good.
Talon coming down. He's saying, I threw that one real good.
I threw that real good, Skipper. I threw that real good. Going this side, eh?
Oh, okay.
Even it up on this foot.
Okay.
On this 6th end, things aren't changing much from the previous 5. Greg McAulay continuing to apply pressure.
Well, this is exactly what Greg McAulay wants. He wants to force Russ Howard to take one. Very critical draw here. There. Same distance apart. Other side of the 4-foot. Same depth in the house.
Need some curl.
Clean.
Even. Come on, watch it. Come on. Hard. Come on, hard. Come on. Hard. Well, leave it high then. Shot. He's on him, boys.
Yeah, they should have been on that a little quicker.
Ideally, he wanted that stone also at the tee line?
Yes. The only way Russ Howard can get out of
behind the corner
just scoring one here is either playing the double, trying to blank the end, or trying to freeze.
Or the double.
We could freeze in there. Get the blank out of it. We're running out of time here, too.
Yeah. Okay, let's freeze on it.
Well, the thought is here, if he freezes to it, McAulay runs it, and then he spills them all out, loses the shooter, then he'll be able to blank the end and get out of it. Russ does not want to take one this end, I can tell you that. But he
more time to take it.
What's that?
This may give us a chance to
Yeah, that's
blank.
what I'm thinking. We'll stick you here, eh?
Yes.
Oh, well,
Wait.
wait. Wall line, wall line, wall line.
Gotta go.
Wall line.
Whoa.
Hard. Whoa. Wall line. Wall line. Here. Wall right off the line. Wall. Hard. Wall. Wall. Whoa. Wall. Wall. Hard. 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 Freeze it. Hard. Hard. It's like bowling down here.
like bowling.
Man, oh man, how tight do we have to play it?
Everything is like just going straight on it. Everything.
It's hard to know if they're really not curling as much. We haven't seen BC throw a lot of draws. They've been sort of being the aggressive defenders. They're peeling and hitting a lot of rocks, so they haven't had to make the perfect shot, and it becomes frustrating when you have to make a perfect shot and you're only off by an inch or two. So the frustration's starting to come out a little bit in New Brunswick.
Wayne Talon said to Russ Howard, we haven't missed a shot by it over curling yet.
That's true. We're definitely running straighter.
Lean! Lean! Right off! Right off!
Boy, has he got this one. Has he got it, or is he going to go by it? Oh, boy.
There's the opportunity for the deuce.
That one fooled them, I can tell you. Look at the look on Greg McAulay's face.
Even when Russ, remember when he threw that one, when Wayne threw that one?
He cannot believe it.
I think he threw it pretty good. Actually, maybe we should be drawing Labatt now. Go, edge of the 8. Edge of the 8.
That is a gift.
Same speed I just threw.
It's a tad quicker.
You've absolutely controlled the game for 14 rocks.
Yep.
Yeah, a break like that will certainly take your mind off bad rocks, won't it?
Oh, for sure.
Can't hurt it. Come on. Hard! Hard! Hooray! Sweet. Well, good. Ball. Can't hurt it. Clean. Sweep it. Yep.
There.
Yep. There, Russell.
A draw for 2 for Russ Howard. He gets his pair in the 6th to tie the game at 4.
Good though, right? I think.
Life has its bumps, but you don't have to feel them. Now Midas Gold struts with R2 technology are only $79.95 each, with a lifetime guarantee at any Midas. Go smoothly. Go Midas.
My hat's pink, my curtain shoes are pink, and my phone is pink. My favorite color's pink. My name is Shorty Jenkins, and I make ice. Dave, you want to take the hand screw and start? First thing do I ask somebody where the closest Tim Hortons is.
When he's in town, he's in here every morning, early.
Well, I flood the ice, and then I go into Tim Hortons. And then I come back, flood the ice, and then I go back to Tim Hortons. That's the large double-double, please. I go back and forth all day long. It's the best coffee I've ever had.
Shorty's Ice is
by far the best ice in Canada, probably in the world.
Really? The cha-cha?
Yes. Foxtrot.
Foxtrot.
And I also like to dance. She's danced everybody else but me, and I'm very upset. This is where I'm most comfortable, right here, drinking my hot coffee. Yeah, look good. Really instantly warms up my hands. If there's a Tim Hortons in town, I'll guarantee you you're going to have good ice.
The Canadian Curling Association appreciates, understands, and wishes to acknowledge the importance of local sponsorship to curling teams across Canada throughout the curling season. In an effort to recognize local corporate support of teams which have achieved the privilege of representing their province or territory at a Canadian Curling Championship, we are pleased to provide some deserving profile to their respective corporate supporters.
Life has its bumps, but you don't have to feel them. Now Midas Gold struts with R2 technology are only $79.95 each, with a lifetime guarantee at any Midas. Go smoothly. Go Midas.
As we get set for the 7th end of this Labatt Brier final, it's all tied at 4 between Howard and McAulay. The winner, of course, gets the Brier and a trip to the homeland to join Kelly Law of British Columbia, representing Canada at the Ford World Curling Championships from Glasgow, Scotland. We'll have the final Saturday and Sunday, April 8 and 9. And there's First Brock in the 7th.
Canada, one of the last nations to declare its male representative for the World Championship. Earlier today, Craig Brown was crowned the United States champion, winning the title in Ogden, Utah. And that facility will play host to the Olympic Games in the year 2002. Ogden, just outside of Salt Lake City. And of course, in the year 2002, CBC will have full coverage of the Olympic Games from Salt Lake City.
Yep.
Off the line.
Clean, clean. Where is that?
Clean.
Where is that?
And I think
We're heavy.
McAulay goes on maybe to lose this game, he'll look back at that one rock because you just can't afford to give those free ones away. I say a free one, but it was wide open. You just can't afford to miss those. I think he's determined he's going to try and get those 2 points back this very end. He's gone around the center guard. A little bit deeper than he wanted.
362.
Lot of weight.
A lot of weight. A little hot, Russ. Just for line.
Wow, round.
No, he's on the good stuff.
Back 8 on his own.
Whoa, nothing. No. No.
Well, never. Rick?
Well, that finished nicely for them. Because he's way out there. That wide.
Not bad. Come this way? Yeah, you can corner that one. Pretty good shot.
About a 3-minute discrepancy in the time clocks for the two teams. New Brunswick, 27 minutes left.
Over there.
BC with 30 minutes remaining.
Hard up.
Take a look, Brad. Take a look. He's it.
Hard up. Line's good. Hard.
Yep.
Hard.
We good.
Right up to it.
Rim.
Line's good. Hard. Freeze. Hard. Hard. Whoa, 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 whoa.
That's a wonderful shot.
Swystrup came right down on the top of the yellow New Brunswick stone.
Right on top, Rick.
Let's go,
Brunswick! 28.
28. Perron does not want to bounce off that one. He wants to freeze. You gotta go.
No. No. Heavy. Heavy.
On any separation between.
Never.
Whoa. Not heavy, Russ. Just landed there in this one.
You just not moving.
All right.
Well.
Hard. Hard. Hooray. Hard.
That's that number 5.
Jim saying that's that number 5. Stayed right out there. Never finished.
Sit there.
Each of the stones has a number on it.
Bob.
Yes.
And they have been referring to this yellow number 5 rock since the start of the match as a stone that doesn't react quite the same as the others.
Hard. Whoa. Hard. Clean it. Whoa. 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 Clean it. Hard. 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 Hard.
No roll, no roll.
Brian Mickey takes it out of there cleanly. The shot stone, however, is still the yellow rock on the button.
I think Russ is going to have to decide here maybe to protect that one in the forefront. Boy, it's dangerous.
Yeah, you know, it's again another end. BC's front end is just playing phenomenal. They're setting up great.
Do it again.
And Russ again, you know, they're
perfect way.
They're playing aggressive shots, but they're really not playing to score. They're playing defensive shots to sort of conserve their 1 point or force BC to take a point. Again, this could be another big end. If BC makes a couple great shots, they can crack another big 2 or 3.
Well, line, no line at all.
And New Brunswick has to be concerned about the cluster of red rocks around that 4-foot circle.
One good shot will get him out of it. Still. That is a good shot. Now, Greg McAulay, do you run the front one?
Oh, I think so. He'll probably just run the front. And
Great shot, Ricky.
Open it up.
He's got a lot of options if he peels that guard off. And Russ will have to make some perfect guards.
First one got outside the shelf, I guess.
If you kick the guard.
Just to move it back.
Can we tap that one that way? Bumper weight?
It's still only seconds rock, so he can still be aggressive and throw some more rocks in the house.
Probably bad.
Wait a little longer.
Kick the guard, it's okay.
Yeah, good bump.
Yeah. How much weight do you have?
But you can play a little more weight if you want.
Got to just get it,
Solid bumper weight. Let's take a chance.
He has to hit what he can see.
Yeah, good bump will work.
Yeah.
And they won't be too disappointed if they take that front one off.
Well, that's what Brent Pierce was saying to Mickey as he was getting settled down in the hack. You tick the Yellowstone out front. That's no real problem.
Nice weight. Clean. Yep. Whoa. 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 Yeah! Hard! 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 Right up! Right up! Right up! Right up!
Look at this.
Oh, boy. That's a great shot.
I think they wanted to hit it thinner so the red one wouldn't roll back to the tee lines. Leaves a nice little pocket for Russ.
Look at, he just gets by the guard. Makes contact exactly what he could see. But you're right, the one he made contact with spun into the forefront. But that's not a bad position. Because now Russ has got to freeze one in there if he doesn't get it in perfect, boy. He wants to come right up to the face.
Whoa, no bump. Where is it?
Oh, it's good.
Hard line. Hard! 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 Hard!
Trying to get it past the long guard.
Hard!
No, they robbed.
Oh, boy, that was close to being
yep.
a perfect shot.
Wait, golden.
Wait, was golden is right. He gets by the guard, he glues it right to him.
Maybe with the intern, eh?
Well, if we... What? What do you like?
Now maybe the time is to blast. Take off the front one.
Even if I went like this just a little bit, it'd be good. Because right now I can
We're not working with a ton of time here either, right?
We don't like coming in this way and just moving it.
Move it a little bit?
27 minutes.
We just
might set up a triple. So I
Think so?
Well, we might, or else we spray it in the open, right?
What if you peel this?
Well, I still think you can make this. I think you can make this, eh?
Yeah.
Just dump down right here, right here.
Yeah.
Although it's risky for him, though, if he ever gets tight.
Just move back.
That's what I was thinking. Maybe either way.
This way. I don't really like it.
Okay.
All right. Otherwise, you know, even if you you're right here, it's not bad.
Yeah, just freeze to it or top it a smidge.
Yeah.
Well, it's still a good aggressive call. They're setting up for a big end.
Yes, they're not content now with 1 or 2. They're trying to get 3 or 4.
Straight draw, bro. Straight draw to the pin almost. Tough little thing.
Straight draw to the pin. Will they still be shot?
No, if I get 4 inches of a raise, they won't.
Over the years, curling terminology has changed. Everything is so precise now. If I get 4 inches more, or 4 inches of a raise, or a 1 inch here.
You have to be so precise.
Wait there.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Line around.
Oh, right off.
Line around.
Back 8.
Right off.
Oh, no.
All on his nose. Right off.
Tons of weight.
Right off.
We're
in the
moving to the
pocket.
sun.
Yep. Whoa, whoa. Yep. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's not bad.
Okay.
Not bad is right. Now he's got a shot at either the in-turn or the out-turn side. In-turn's a little tighter to the guard.
Well, yeah.
Why'd you even go on it? Same way
Oh.
it just threw it, just a little less.
we even hit it at all?
Oh, you were there. I was there, right?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, what did you want to do?
Leave it higher so you couldn't make this shot.
Same way it just threw, fellas?
Trying to sit it right
You like
in the
that?
pocket.
I just got to move that right red one about 2 inches.
Well, I think he wants to get it right in this area in here. He wants to get the inside of it if he can.
4 rock.
Talked about wanting to move the right red one about 2 inches.
As long as he staggers them, he's going to be fine.
Where is that?
Back line. Back line.
No.
All right.
Close. Close.
Coming down.
Close.
Clean.
Back 8.
Here comes the move.
Whoa.
Back 8 still.
He's got a great shot.
Off. Clean.
He has got a great shot.
Off. Clean. Whoa.
Oh, nice shot, Wayne.
That is a great shot because now he's staggered it. They can't make a move on that front yellow one or they're going to take out their own and Russ will be lying too.
Job, Wayner. I like that one. Come down and get a shot.
I guess.
A little better, yeah.
Can you do that?
As Wayne Talon would say, that is gold. Gold.
Actually, what if I went like this, Greg? Ran the front one straight back. Boom, boom. This one might squeeze out the back. We might sit maybe 2 or 3. 2, maybe. If I raise it straight back on the yellow goes all day. This one hammers off the back. This one, it might squish back to here. What do you think?
Yeah, that's probably our best shot,
I think so.
Don't like the way it's
I think we got to go out with the out turn, eh? Or you want to go with the in turn across the face? Maybe the in turn across the face.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Jeff, do you think they waited too long to peel that front one?
Well, I think Brent's first one was just too heavy. He really needed just a cold draw and not to move anything around. You know, he can still get out of it here, and he really does need to peel the guard off or nail it right on the nose. He might get lucky and end up laying 2 or 3. It's still lined up for the yellows to go if he hits it on the nose.
Drill it straight back.
Seventh end of this Labatt Brier final, a 4-4 tie. British Columbia and New Brunswick. BC trying to win that province's 4th Brier title. New Brunswick has never won.
Right off.
Whoa.
Right off.
Whoa.
Right off.
Whoa.
Right off.
Whoa.
He moved stones around, but New Brunswick is still lying 1. Second shot at the back belongs, I believe, to BC. I think it is just slightly ahead of the yellow rock at the back.
Short on time, Rick.
Either in or a guard, eh?
Even if we put it right here, eh, Russ?
He doubles it off. Then what do you do? How about a guard?
Yeah. Put it right there?
How about a guard?
Okay.
Like the guard?
He wants to protect that one in the back of the 4-foot, so I think he's going to stop it there. He might even consider coming down and maybe tapping this one into the 4-foot, but I think maybe guard is a little bit more conservative.
Yeah, maybe we should go in, eh? I think that's the shot right there.
Okay. What's the run in here, boys?
28.5.
He's decided to go in because he's concerned that they might run it back into the pack if he stays out top.
Well, he could play the guard and kind of hook it around that long guard.
Line's real good. No line at all. Wall line, Rick. Off. Oh, right off. Off.
Top A.
Top A. Off. Oh, wall line.
It should make a move once it comes in across the hog line.
Hard. Hard. Heavy. Whoa. Heavy. Hard. Move it. Yes. Yes. Move it. Hard. No.
You can hear it in Russ's voice. It's half a rock double for Greg. He's not out of the end, but at least he can get those yellow ones out of the 4-foot.
Worst thing we could do. Well, geez.
Well, that was the danger of going in there.
Tried to sweep it. He's going to sit one for sure. Loud.
We knows it.
We knows that we're sitting second and third, eh? We just come down and nose tap it to at least here. I think that wouldn't be a bad shot. Because we just go like this, we're going to tick our zone. He's going to be sitting one already buried. I'm not sure what we're going to do. He's just going to maybe, well, he'll come in again. The only thing is we can't get at this one. I think so. Just come down and hit on those here.
At least we'll have a shot, eh, for a point.
Back line. We just got to make sure we don't take too much ice to the back line weight, eh? Just a heavy draw. Is that enough for heavy draw?
Probably. Don't want to flop, though, eh?
No, right on the nose.
Greg McAulay has decided to come down and play the hit on the one that Russ just put there.
I think he's just playing the bump.
Just back line.
Yeah.
Back line, that's it.
Trying to set himself up for the next one.
Well, enough to move the back line through, right?
Okay. By playing the shot, he hopes that maybe Russ will make an error with his last one, maybe not guard it correctly, or maybe touch it back at a bad angle and use the second one maybe to score two.
Easy, boys, easy. Right off for sec. Right off.
Wait, good.
Right off.
Wait for it.
Ever.
Well, that's hanging out a long way with that extra weight.
Yep.
New Brunswick still lies one.
Still a little bit too much weight.
We'll have that shot there for you.
Well, no, actually, no, not really, no. No. Just kind of poked it out there a little.
Time out, right?
Yeah.
Time out.
Time is becoming a factor now with 21:23 remaining for New Brunswick, 21:32
right
for BC.
Russ, I think we got to guard this one.
He's either got to guard it.
Good point. Hey? Good point. Leave that there. He's got nothing there. We guard that one right here.
He's either got to
try
guard
anything fancy, he can give
or
up a
come off that red
in.
one into the 4-foot.
I think that's safe for us, though, because that if he tries to angle that.
Yeah, but he gets two if we...
I like the way they're laying right now. Yeah. He's got that shot for two.
Isn't it? The back one.
The back one right here. No. He hits that right there, bingo, and that goes across.
Yeah, you're right, Rick. I think it's jamming.
Yeah.
He's got this one too, eh? That's a natural.
The only thing I see that he's really got is that.
This is game over if he makes this one.
Yeah, we got to get in, don't we? Okay. Want to go here?
Bump it to the button.
I like that. Same shot you just threw.
Same
That's
shot.
exactly right.
Yep.
That's the shot I like.
we come off that red wave, we're still okay.
Oh, well, yeah, exactly. That'd be nice.
Not too far, though.
Same shot.
Half the walk.
Yeah.
Well, I think for Russ, he wants to come down in here. If he can just come down in here, maybe flop a little bit to the inside, he's out of the end.
Is this where a master's degree in physics comes in?
Well, look at all those rocks. There's like 7, 8, 9 rocks in the 8 foot.
Easy. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
They were trying to figure out all the angles.
Line call is very important here.
Yes!
Hey, good. Whoa! Whoa!
Now they should go hard on it.
Bounce it!
There's the bounce. There's the flop. He lies to.
That's the shot. That's the call.
I need to have a 10-inch pistol.
Absolute pistol is right.
He's got nothing, Russ.
He's got no run back. He's got no double. He has got nothing.
Tell you what, I think we can make it. Cut it across the face. It's real thin, eh?
Now McAulay will call the timeout.
Hey, I think we can make it, Greg. I don't know if we can get 2, but if you cut this across and just pick that straight sideways.
Brian.
But even if you just cut it across the face of it or pick it, we get
jamming, eh?
Huh?
It's just gonna jam, eh?
Huh? What about this shot here? Boom, boom, for one. It's a little dangerous though if we ever get it thick.
That's for one.
That's a pretty tough one though, Greggy.
Yeah.
You got to throw that thing 100 miles an hour. If you hit this on the nose, we'll get a point. This thing right here. Unless you think you can make this and cut it across, because you might be able to get 2 out of it, maybe. I don't know. There's a chance you can get 2.
Well, no, it'll kill that one.
Well, I don't know if it will not. If you just pick it, if you just picked it, it might not. It's hard to say. Whatever you like playing, bud. You just tick it, you never know.
Peel.
Yeah, peel weight. You got to hit about just a small 1/8 of it, maybe.
We can give 2 there, though.
No. Just hit this rock, and we're only giving up 1.
I don't think it was.
Well, he's going to try and come down here and pop this one and maybe make the double that way. It's a very risky shot. But the other thing, if he plays it really thin, he's only going to give up 1. And if he misses it and hits his own red on the left-hand side of the 4-foot, that may spin in and only give him 1. So
No, the 7-1 is closer. Good.
I think McAulay really, by leaving that center guard there, caused him all kinds of problems. I think maybe he should have run it a little bit earlier. Mind you, how would you know that Russ would make 2 great shots like that?
Here's what could be one of the most vital shots of this match for Greg McAulay.
Right on. Right on. Right on.
Lots of weight.
Better to miss it altogether.
What? Nice shot. 1.
And it's a steal of 1. He moved a couple of stones around, but could not eliminate the yellow New Brunswick rock. And for the first time, New Brunswick has the lead.
Closed captioning provided by Tensor TrueFit Magnetics products. Magnetic support products may help provide relief to individuals suffering from daily chronic pain. Magnetics, available at all drug and sporting goods retailers.
Some decongestant capsules relieve stuffy noses for up to 12 hours. So does long-lasting Dristan nasal mist. The difference is Dristan mist starts to work a whole lot faster.
You're looking good.
Some decongestant tablets relieve stuffy noses for up to 12 hours. So does long-lasting Dristan nasal mist. The difference is Dristan mist starts to work a whole lot faster.
As official supplier to curling's Season of Champions, True Value Hardware presents quality products for your house. True Test paint, made by us and made to last. We own the factory. We test and retest our paint. We guarantee it, every can at every store. True Value, around the corner from your house.
This brand new 2000 Ford Taurus SE, valued at $26,000, is first prize in the Ford Hot Shots Curling Skills Competition. To win, the best curlers in the nation assembled in Saskatoon and had to put together 6 shots, from a draw to the button to a double takeout. Up to 5 points are awarded for each shot. Alberta lead Don Bartlett took the lead in a duel with teammate Don Walchuk. In this, his final shot, Bartlett, the postal worker from Spruce Grove, delivered the double. Don Bartlett tops the field at the Brier with 23 of a possible 30 points to win the Ford Taurus SE. The keys were his. Alberta third Don Walchuk is second to win 2 tickets on Canadian Airlines. And Northern Ontario second Ron Henderson third to win a 32-inch RCA color TV. Don Bartlett gets behind the wheel of his new Ford, the Ford Hot Shot at the Brier.
Well, Don Bartlett knows what it's like to be a Ford Hot Shot champion and also a Brier champion. Greg McAulay won the Ford Hot Shot competition in Winnipeg in 1998, but he has not yet achieved the ultimate reward, the Brier Championship. Trailing by 1 with 3 ends remaining.
The lightest one through the house was
Jeff Stoughton, the time clock's just over 20 minutes remaining for each team. Sufficient time, or will they be hard pressed?
Well, they both took a timeout in the last end, so they're a little tight, but I think Russ might have a little advantage now that he has the lead, so it's a little tight, but we'll see.
What do you think of the mess in the last end, all those rocks clustered around the 4?
Oh, it was unbelievable. You know, I think it was Brent's first one. He was a little bit heavy on his first shot, and that really cost Greg the end. And after that, it was just scrambling not to give up more than 1.
Hard. 384.
Hard.
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 Real hard.
Hard all the way.
Hard.
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 Russ is calling this one in the ring, so he wants to play in the house.
Come on, top 4, Rick, come on.
You're yelling, top 4.
Good sweep, Rick.
And of course, with the stone in the rings under the 3-rock rule, you can remove it.
Yes.
Russ Howard is suggesting that maybe the rules should be changed just a little, so with the first 4 stones even in the rings, you can't take them out of play. That would really create a lot of activity around the 4-foot ring.
Exactly.
Yeah, you'd almost see rocks like you had in the last end, almost every end, cluttered around the 4-foot.
Probably have to add about another 20 minutes to the time clock.
I think so. You need at least 10 for sure.
Close.
Little heavy.
Ball line. Ball. Ball.
Ball line. Ball.
Boy, look at that rock hang out there. It was actually going back, falling against the turn.
Okay.
They clipped that guard. Now it's set up perfect for Greg McAulay because he's got 2 corner guards. One a little closer to the center line, granted, but he'll use that. And you know, he's had his chances this whole game to score a bunch of points. It's amazing he only has 4.
Real hard. Come on, push. Hard.
Guard.
Hard.
Are they on the guard? Yes.
Okay.
A break for New Brunswick.
We gotta go here. Absolutely.
Now it's trying to protect the rock in the 8-foot hole end. As Howard's asked for a rock out in front on the center line. Doesn't want either side of the rock in the house.
Don't touch it.
Weight's tight.
You have to go hard at the end.
Weight's tight, real tight.
Might be in the top 12.
Can't be in.
No.
Can't be in.
No.
It is in.
Yep. Okay.
They didn't want it in, but it slides to the top of the 12.
Well, what it's done now for BC, of course, is they hit it on the nose, and Russ hits it on the nose. then they'll go around it and get very aggressive this time. Big shot for Mickey here.
Yep. Whoa. Yep. Hard. Right up. Come on, John. Hard. That boy.
He removes both zones. Mickey's still the top percentage shooter at 96%, trying to earn a spot in the World Championships in Glasgow. His father is already there. His father, Fuji, is coaching the Japanese men's team. Hirokai Kashiwagi will represent Japan in the men's competition.
Wouldn't that be something?
Firm board.
Father coaching
Firm
and him
board.
playing.
Correct.
Not much movement there either. Six moves a little more, maybe.
I don't know whether we've played an outturned draw down to this corner in the whole game.
A lot of room. Close. Deep. Yep. Whoa. Hard. Easy. Hard out. Come on. Hard.
He was able to sneak it past the guard onto the top of the ring. And his wife, Kiwi, applauds the shot by Brian Mickey.
Just normal.
Wow.
Wayne Talon's got it.
Sorry.
I think great Ray's takeout. You heard Russ say sorry, and what he was looking for, a little bit of an angle, so he hit and rolled into the rings and forced the play in the rings. But now the two corners are there. McAulay has exactly the same shot. Like it a little bit deeper.
Wait. Yep, just gonna get on right off this can. No
And
line.
with two guys being out there is no Ray's takeout.
No line. Wide open by a mile.
Well, this obviously is a much quicker end than the previous end, so they should conserve some time as a result.
Come on, deep. Goody. Hard.
Yeah, you can see both teams are ready to go sitting in the hack before the rock even stops. So they're making sure they're going to have lots of time for the last two ends.
Like that? Yeah, I like that.
Boys are ready to throw and not in a rush to throw.
That's right.
Can they get it past the guard? No, he's on it.
Hurry!
Yeah. The hair tight. And that rock moves too. It's okay. Let's go, Greg.
Wait there.
Okay, well, right off then. Get a ton of room. Right off. Line's good. Just for weight. Just T line. There. Just right off, guys. A lot of room. Right off.
Boy's got lots of weight on this one.
Back here.
No, it's there.
You sure?
It's there.
Saying it's there.
Whoa!
Deeper?
All right, Wayner. All right, Wayne. All right.
Boy, it stopped quickly.
When Brent Pierce bellows out his instructions about sweeping, you get the impression he's rather serious, don't you?
Yeah, you don't want to cross ball.
Not sure what this is going to do. You see that pretty weird. You think, Grant? Yeah, I'm taking control, guys.
I think control's good. If you underthrow it, it's going to take off. If you overthrow it, it's going to hang there.
You're deep enough, you done.
The lad. Smooth it.
Just adjusting the broom for the weight, throwing control weight here. The nice thing for Russ, if he hits about 3/4 of the rock, he'll roll behind the center guard.
Right off. Right off. Ball, wait. Ball, ready. Ball. Oh. Get over there. Right out.
He called them off immediately. He needed to catch more of the redstone.
Just up for action. He needed a couple more turns into the rock. He would have had a perfect roll.
No comparison to those rocks. You ever don't get it to curl at all and make a double. If you get the gear, it's a pretty good shot.
Yeah, okay. Put it there. I actually moved. You moved it about 4 inches. I was trying to...
Oh, I thought you were going to throw it down.
Well, for Greg McAulay, he wants exactly the same shot, but he'd like to tuck it in a little bit more behind this guard here on the right-hand side. He doesn't want to leave an opportunity for Russ to throw the same shot and maybe get the perfect roll. He wants to get it over a little bit. A little tighter to the guard. And if he does, then there's a good shot he's going to get two, because Russ will probably play the in-turn takeout on the one on the right-hand side.
You got room. It's close. All right. You got room. Yep, come on. Room.
Heads up, dude. Heads up. Yep.
A lot of room.
Heads up. Okay, we're okay.
Feed line.
Dying out.
Back 8. Hard. Back 8, guys. Oh. Yeah. Hard. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. Hard. Clean. Whoa. Whoa. Yep. Hard. Hard. Good shot.
Is there a double possibility off the other stone?
Good shot. Yeah.
And if not, I play the roll free and Greg.
Yeah, I think the double's there.
Just threw, huh? Hey. Same weight you just threw? I'll be a little firmer.
Yeah, I was going to say he's going to have to throw a little more weight at it. Just
he's going to try and come down here and hit this one and maybe flop and roll
Double
it
there,
over
Russ?
there. He could
Double
make
there?
the double.
I don't think so.
You'll have to hit it fairly solid.
I didn't throw mine really well. Don't read mine.
Should stay here, though.
Yeah.
If he doesn't get over to the face of it, he could go behind the center guard, which is just as good.
Whoa. Hard. Whoa. Yep. Hard.
The hit, the roll, behind the center guard.
Oh, it just
Sorry, Brent, I was moving the shoot myself.
Try, Skipper.
Well, this is a big point for Greg to get his two here and get back control of this game.
Yeah, he needs this one. You can see he's going to see half of it.
Well, it's back one.
Boy, that rock stops another 6 inch shorter. It's right in behind. He's forced to take one.
These are big game winners. If he can put this in here, it really puts the pressure on New Brunswick to come out strong for 9 and 10.
The final stone of camp number 8 out of the hands of BC's Greg McAulay.
Good nice lead.
Whoa. Cut a rope. Whoa. Close lead. Yep. Okay.
Greg McAulay with his final stone picks up a pair and takes a 1-point lead into end number 9.
In racing or on the road, top quality replacement parts are a must, which is why I recommend the full range of UAP Napa parts. UAP Napa, the right brand for the job.
The new Quadra Action from Finishes has a unique combination of slots and holes, eliminating both long and short hairs at the stroke of a hand. It's waterproof, so it rinses clean. A virtually effortless shave. It saves energy for other things. The new Quadra Action from Finishes.
In racing or on the road, top quality replacement parts are a must, which is why I recommend the full range of UAP Napa parts. UAP Napa, the right brand for the job.
The Nokia All-Stars, as selected by the Canadian curling reporters. The first team lead is Saskatchewan's Rory Galanowski, curling 90%. At second, Eric Sylvain of Quebec, making his debut in the Brier and making 91% of his shots. The All-Star third, Manitoba's Jonathan Meade. He curled 86% during the week, setting the table for his skip. Jeff Stoughton was chosen the first team skip, curling 88% for the Keystone Province.
Two ends remaining in this Labatt Brier final at Saskatchewan Place in Saskatoon. A 1-point lead for British Columbia, the top team during round-robin play with a record of 9-2.
That was a great shot by Greg McAulay and a good line called by Brent Pierce, because, boy, it started to move on him, and I thought maybe they left it too late. It was going to rub the guard.
Take a look. Where is that?
Okay, we're there.
Oh, not in. Hard. Right up. Stone goat. Deep in the what?
And Russ is going after him right away. Jody Sweistrup to come around the center guard.
Oh, wait. Good. Wait.
I'm sorry, Grant Oda shot.
Whoa, room.
Right off.
Room.
You got to get off it.
Close.
No, it's heavy.
Oh.
Yep. Bye, Grant.
Thanks.
Yep.
Odeshaw at 91%. Sweistrup at 81%.
Weight's good.
Oh. Line's good. Line's good. Little tight, maybe. Yep. Hard.
Room. Good still.
Hard.
Whoa. Yep.
Hard.
Yep.
Smile. Hey.
Oh, yep. Whoa.
Just past the guard.
Oh, that's a nice shot. I mean, to hit that rock on the inside is almost unbelievable.
Nice spot.
Okay.
The stone really makes a move towards the inside once it hits the hog line.
Oh, yes. You pick up the brushes halfway between the house and the hog line, it'll almost go sideways for you.
Same weight as the last one. Heavy. Right off, Rick.
I think Jeff Stoughton's term yesterday was it really swoops.
That's right.
Whoa. Set. T-line. Whoa.
Tim saying set. He doesn't want to bump.
Set. Okay. Bump. Get it. Bump.
Now, Mickey's got a
Great shot here. If he can hear that guard, he
Oh, he
could
throws
get the
down
inside
normal.
roll
How
and
much
make
do you
the double.
see?
Almost all of it.
Okay.
You got to roll away, though, eh?
Cat.
Trying to wait. Sound normal.
The brush is right on the edge of the rock, so good on it fairly straight. Any kind of way.
Clean. Yep.
Doesn't want to jam it on his own red.
Whoa. Hard! 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 Hard!
What a good shot.
Boy, is he playing great. You know, we've hit it about 2 or 3 times this game, but he's played outstanding.
Just great shot making. Look at the percentage on him, and he's another 100% shot on that last one. He's just phenomenal game.
Yeah, I like that. Let's try and blank him.
A second-team All-Star.
Like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Russ has now decided that he wants to blank this end and take his chances in the 10th. That's why he's running the front one. He wants to make sure he can get the heel the guard off and maybe take one of those other ones out.
Well. Hard! 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 Oh, no. Sorry. What's that out? Quite a rock.
You guys want?
Straight guard, yeah.
Tight guard.
Tight guard.
Go. Line's good. A lot of room.
Lots of room.
Where is it? So close. No line yet.
Have to go a bit.
Hard, Dad.
We're okay.
Hard. We're okay. Hard. 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 Whoa. 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 Whoa.
Good position.
Well, you always want to be at your best in the championship game, and Mickey certainly is. This is his highest percentage. During the week, he averaged 86%, but 97% in this
This one will move a little, Rick. Do that good. This one will move a bit. Same weight.
Russ Howard can still get out of the sand if he makes this double.
Normal, actually.
Yeah, I think Russ early on
Normal.
Rick's first one, he wanted to see if he could blank this end and move on. And he might get forced here if BC can make a couple of good shots.
Well. Hard. Well.
Oh! Okay. He didn't want a nose hit.
No, he certainly didn't want that.
No breaks.
They're just piling up on Russ Howard here in this 9th end.
I know.
May have a difficult shot just to score one. And the advantage would still be with BC having last shot coming home. Brent Pierce's first rock.
Early. Whoa!
Gotta clean it, Brent.
Whoa,
Gotta get off the sec.
Okay. Where's that?
Okay, halfway.
Off. Need a lot of finish.
Off.
We'll wait for it. We can wait.
Right off. Close now. Hard. Oh. Hard. Yeah, hard. Right off. Whoa. Hard. 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 Good shot.
Yeah, it is a good shot, but because he's covered the straight back raised takeout, covering half the yellow rock belonging to New Brunswick, so that is a good shot.
Yeah, Russ can still hit the top red one across the top of the yellow. He might look at that, or maybe a very thin double. He can still feel a lot of the guards away.
He's going to try and hit the yellow one onto the red one on the right-hand side.
Task assigned to third, Wayne Talon.
Whoa! Hard! 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 Hurry! Hard!
Oh. He pushed it right through the hole. He came so close to getting both of them.
He really did. It's unfortunate that 3 rocks now that they've run back and just missed. And the problems keep compounding.
Oh, I don't know why he called you off.
Wait's good. Just clean.
Easy, boys. Easy, boys.
Clean.
Whoa. Whoa for sec. Off for sec. Line's getting good. Clean. Clean. Easy, guys. Not in. Not in. Clean.
Not in.
No, I didn't.
Where is that?
Clean all the way then.
Don't set both of them up. Whoa.
Round,
Whoa.
round it.
Yeah. Whoa.
Easy,
Whoa.
we're around.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa. Same shot. Exact same shot. Right here. Feel that. We'll go in the rings here.
But he's saying
Same weight.
you may be able to hit that one and come off his yellow one and get into the rings on the left-hand side. Well, they've tried it 3 times and haven't had any luck so far, so they're going to try again. Now they're trying to run straight back.
BC still lies 2.
Go kick would have been nice.
Shall we?
Well, there's a time to really go after the opposing team, and this is what you do. You put it exactly in that position, and you're in great shape. This is called going for the throat in curling. Round the center guard into the 4-foot area. I'll tell you what, you don't want to leave it in the open. If you leave it in the open, Russ Howard will hit and flop in behind the guard, then there's a good chance he's going to score 2. But this is a huge shot from Greg McAulay.
Where's the weight? Easy early. A lot of room.
Oh, we're going to
Ton of room. Massive room.
Okay.
Massive room is right.
Right on.
He's way out there. He's almost on sheet A.
Right on. Whoa.
Now they're hoping it stops.
Whoa, never. Okay. All right.
Not bad.
No way, that one's set.
Well, that was a bit of a different description from third Brent Pierce. Massive room.
Well, he did have massive room.
We knows it. He knows it. What do we do? Sorry, bud. Yeah, we got to roll.
You know what the big problem here, Jeff, is that all those rocks are covering the 4-foot.
I know Russ has no access to the 4-foot. He doesn't
None
have
whatsoever.
He has no raises on his own rocks. The best he might be able to do is come off that one in the 8-foot on the right-hand side and maybe get a 2-inch roll in.
He has to get a roll. Somewhere he has to get a roll. He's got to gamble on the outturn, maybe
And then
hit
we're
that
leaving
one
him
and come
such
in.
an easy raise. He's got both raises. What about hitting the yellow onto there? I like that. Same as you, Wayne. Okay. Just stick it in there. Where do you want to roll with this? Hit half a rock and jam it in there. Roll to your feet. Okay. Like that?
Well, what he's trying to do, he's trying to come down here, hit this one, and drive it over in here, and maybe get a little bit of action on it and stay there.
Other options to clear off the front.
The tough part is that the whole 4-foot is covered, right from the outside of the 12-foot to the other side of the 12-foot.
Odeshaw may have talked him into changing
make a double. Maybe you make a
shot.
triple. Not gonna, is it? It's pretty tough.
Yeah, he'd have to still hit this one right on the nose and leave the guard up, but I think he's going to go back to his original shot.
Tough shot.
Boy, it is a tough shot. I mean, I don't know how much of that he can see, but if it's just half, he just has to hear that guard to make this shot.
Hard, Graham, but I don't think mine's
Yours shouldn't.
Shouldn't is right.
The danger is if he hits it too thick, he may just roll out of the rings.
Roll. Whoa. Off. Hard. Hip. Hard. Hard.
Oh, he is so close. Oh.
BC is left lying 2.
Could be a hair, eh? Why would that go there with that 5 rod? That should never bend there. Straight draw, it's all 4. Should never bend there. Unbelievable. truck I've had bend in 3 games.
That's what he's trying to do. Stay right there. Drive that straight back into the 4-foot.
Clean it. Wait good. Easy, easy, easy. Off. No, right off. Right off.
Line only, we're there.
Right off.
We're there. We're there. We're there. We're there.
He doesn't want to open it up. He wants to hit it right on the nose.
Come on, Jude. Come on, Jude. Whoa, 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 whoa. No, 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 no.
And he does push it back into the 4 to lie 3.
Well, Russ has got 1 shot, and that's an in-turn draw. And he's got to be full 4-foot. That was the danger. McAulay shooting rock rolling over, but he's opened the path, the only path that he has. There you see it on the left-hand side.
Nice job, bud. Good boy. Good shot. Huh?
Not a bad scenario for BC. They're holding them to 1.
And they will have last rock in the 10th end then in a tie game. Or they could steal and be up by 2 or maybe more playing the 10th.
Gotta go.
Hot.
Wait close.
Good line.
Wall,
Room. Wall line. Wall, wait. Wall. Wall, you got to get off it. Wall. Oh, no line. Wall. Hot.
They can't sweep it because it's still away out there. Now they got to go.
Can they get it there? No. Oh, it is a steal of 2 for sure.
3, I think.
And maybe 3.
I think it's 3. That rock tracked all the way down.
Good fun.
It looks like a steal of 3.
Hit the broom. Stayed right on the shelf.
Oh, boy. Jeff, remember McAulay's first rock in this particular end, how it tracked down there?
Oh, it just ran so straight. He might have got a little out there, and Russ must have done the same thing, because that one just ran down the sheet of ice. They had to go sweeping, but they had to wait for the line.
Yeah, they couldn't sweep it. I'm afraid it's going to be 3.
Let's talk hard-working engines.
Pretty rough, huh?
Well, you wanted full off-road capabilities. You know, just in case all the drive-thrus get moved to the mountains. But guess what? You got a hard-working engine. Better get a hard-working oil. This is Quaker State 4x4, a synthetic blend for hard-working engines. It's been tested for pure maximum protection. Nothing's better. Quaker State, sensible technology. What more do you need to know?
With its built-in phone directory, alarm clock, calendar, and optional vibrating alert, you'll discover the easy-to-use Nokia 6100 series wireless phone is very helpful in planning your day. Nokia. Connecting people.
This is a great job. No boss, no traffic. Hey, I've got their baby teeth. Sometimes big people lose their teeth. I had nothing special for them until new Polident Overnight. It works all night long. Dentures feel fresh, clean, and smooth all day, thanks to the protective polyshield barriers that helps prevent stain and plaque buildup. Now that's special. New Polident Overnight, the only one with polyshield.
So, you got an RCA TV with Guide Plus Gold. Gosh, that's got to make you feel good. What with this instant 7-day on-screen summary of your favorite shows? Bet the guys are impressed. Probably on their way over right now to watch the big game. Trash the place, eat you out of house and home, that kind of thing. The RCA with Guide Plus Gold. It's gonna be very popular.
2000 Ford Windstar. The only minivan to earn all U.S. government 5-star safety ratings. Because everyone loves a happy ending.
With BC scoring 5 points in the last 2 ends, the first ever Brier dreams of the province of New Brunswick appear to have evaporated. And for British Columbia, the 4-point spread represents the number of Brier championships that province can now lay claim to, as Greg McAulay is just 5 rocks away from officially engraving his name on the Labatt Brier tank.
Now you start counting rocks. You're 4 up coming home. You just want to keep it nice and clean.
I was sweeping that at the end. I was still sweeping at the end, never thinking that was going to rack. Should have gone sideways.
You think Jody Swystrup's little pup before that last stone really came to rest? He was all set to fire a high, hard one down to the other end.
Well, it was an unfortunate draw for Russ Howard. He had to go out wide. He had a little bit of access there, but the whole end, they hit the rocks the wrong way, didn't make the double, and they were chasing McAulay the whole end.
Wall. Wasn't in the cards, eh, boys?
You heard Russ Howard said it wasn't in the cards. Unfortunate, because he's played well all week. In a game like this, you hate to see a team lose, but unfortunately one has to lose. But you know, in defense, McAulay finished on top of the heap all week, played strong.
Clean.
Well, he's on a roll of 6 consecutive wins. He was the best team during round-robin play with a 9-2 record. He won his final 4 games during round-robin competition. McAulay disposed of
be on the center guard.
Russ Howard 5-3 in the 1-2 playoff game. And he has now taken a commanding 9-5 lead into the 10th end of this championship game.
Wow, easy.
Greg McAulay has paid his dues. As Jeff said earlier, he's been on the World Curling Tour. He was in the Brier in '98.
Guys,
they're a hard-knocking team. They never give up. They play hard all the time, and do credit to them. They're a very, very good team.
Well, they played about 100 games this year, beating Bert Gretzinger in the BC final. They've won about $34,000 on tour this year. And Greg McAulay in Winnipeg in his Brier debut as a skip in 1998 had a 7-4 round-robin record and then lost a 4th-place tiebreaker to Rod Montgomery of Saskatchewan.
Clean. That boy. Throw him, Bert.
Well, there's no question who the all-star on the ice was today. Was that Brian Mickey? He just played outstanding. He set up more ends for Greg McAulay than the third did.
97%.
He set them up. Brent Pierce finished them off. And Greg McAulay was there when they needed him.
Hard line.
The worst that can happen now to British Columbia is a tie.
Wow. Can't be through. Easy.
Not through. T-line.
Yep. Hard. Shot.
Just an unbelievable week for the BC team. They've been, I think they were on a mission, and they've 2 or 3 shots away from achieving it. It's just been a great week for Greg McAulay's team. And from lead through skip, they've just been fantastic all week. And it's just a wonderful feeling they must be feeling right now, knowing that it's a done deal.
Yes, a very comfortable position to be in. Up by 4, playing the 10th end.
Well,
I suppose they could have taken a pass at the stone in the rings, but McAulay decided to run the rock out front.
Now he knows he's safe for sure, because there's no rocks out in front. Nothing to obstruct them getting to the rocks in the house. Up front.
New Brunswick in a position now where they need all their stones in the rings.
Well, they can leave one up in front, then curl.
Got.
I was one ahead of myself.
Now.
Susan Pierce, along with Jody Swystrup's girlfriend Lisa, has moved down into position, ready to jump onto the ice to congratulate the champions.
You think Greg McAulay's excited?
Can't hurt it.
I think he is. I mean, this is a great thrill for him. This is what you curl for all winter. This is what you curl for all your life, to get to this position.
And not only that, he has a berth in the Olympic trials. He gets an opportunity to go to the World Championship and receive federal funding. And this is the stone that he needs to remove to lay claim to this year 2000 Brier.
Don't rush. Take your time. There you go. There you go is right. Just steadying himself. Takes another look down the ice.
Clean it. Clean it.
And it's a triple crown of championships for the province of British Columbia. Brad Coon winning the men's junior title. Kelly Law, the women's crown. And now Greg McAulay claiming the Brier. And Greg McAulay, Brett Pierce, Brian Mickey, and Jody Swystrup will go on to represent Canada at the World Championships.
Good job. Keep it going. Keep it good job.
Thanks, Wayne.
Congratulations, buddy. Hi, everybody. Thanks, Stephen.
Good luck in Scotland.
Thanks, Greg. Thanks, Bear Man.
Is the final score. Greg McAulay of British Columbia defeating New Brunswick Russ Howard in the Brier final.
At Scott Paper, we've seen a generation of women aspire to compete at the Scott Tournament of Hearts. And we've had the privilege of being there from the start of some amazing careers. Join Scott Paper in our continued support of future champions. Look for the Scott Tournament of Hearts logo on every package of these fine products.
When you've got a tough headache, it takes just one small thing to make you miserable. For fast relief, remember, one Advil is often enough. Advil for today's tough pain.
Life has its bumps, but you don't have to feel them. Now Midas Gold struts with R2 technology are only $79.95 each, with a lifetime guarantee at any Midas. Go smoothly. Go Midas. Life has its bumps, but you don't have to feel them. Now Midas Gold struts with R2 technology are only $79.95 each, with a lifetime guarantee at any Midas. Go smoothly. Go Midas.
It started with a pair of boots. Kodiak boots, actually. And it just grew from there. It grew from boots to shoes. From shoes to clothing. Everything to dress you up or dress you down. Oops, not that far down. You could say that wearing Kodiaks has taken on a whole new meaning.
The Transformer is definitely a better brush.
Come on, hard! The new quarter ahead makes it easier to sweep. 8-enders improve the bumper, so it's practically unbreakable. The head adjusts right or left, so you can sweep on either side of the rock. You can switch from synthetic to hair, depending on ice conditions. The Transformer works for me.
Definitely the choice of champions.
The Transformer, available at True Value Hardware.
The Labatt Brier on CBC. Brought to you by Sheraton Hotels and Resorts. Who is taking care of you? By Karcher, quality cleaning equipment. By Ford, for now, forever. And by Labatt, good things brewing.
Welcome back to Saskatoon, where it's time to present the Labatt Tankard for the final time to the 2000 champions of the Labatt Brier from British Columbia. Alternate, Darren Fenton. Lead, Jody Swaystrup. Second, Brian Mickey. Third, Brent Pierce. And the skip, Greg McAulay. Now please welcome Jeff Park, President, Labatt Prairie Region, to make the presentation of the tankard.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Labatt Breweries of Canada, I'm very proud to present the Labatt Tankard to this year's Labatt Brier champions, Greg McAulay and his team from British Columbia. Congratulations.
When we come back, we'll talk with the winning skip, Greg McAulay.
Life has its bumps, but you don't have to feel them. Now Midas Gold struts with R2 technology are only $79.95 each, with a lifetime guarantee at any Midas. Go smoothly. Go Midas.
Think of some of the things you've spent $10 on. Things that didn't last. Things you never used. Things that had no use at all. With your next $10, you could get something that lasts forever.
For as little as $10, you can help us to eliminate breast cancer. Please call and give to the Canadian Breast Cancer Foundation. Together, we'll find the cure.
At Nokia, we've discovered that adjusting the color of your phone can be this easy. With Express-On color covers for the Nokia 5100 series wireless phone. Nokia. Connecting people.
Next year, the most prestigious curling event in the universe will land in Ottawa for 9 unforgettable days. Be among the first 2,001 fans to purchase a full event package, and you'll receive a collector's edition Odyssey pin. Plus, you'll be eligible to win Brier clothing. Begin your 2001 Odyssey now by calling one of these numbers or visit us online. Ottawa Brier 2001. The Odyssey has begun.
Life has its bumps, but you don't have to feel them. Now Midas Gold struts with R2 technology are only $79.95 each, with a lifetime guarantee at any Midas. Go smoothly. Go Midas.
Welcome back. Out of the shadows and into the spotlight. He was underestimated all week, but now he's the 2000 Labatt Brier champion. Greg McAulay of British Columbia defeating Russ Howard of New Brunswick by a score of 9-5 today in the final here in Saskatoon. And what a triumphant moment for him. And this is the way it ended for Greg McAulay. 5 points in 2 ends to put the 2-time champion Russ Howard away. And here's the new champion right now, Greg McAulay, your first appearance in a Labatt Brier final, and you get your first win. That must be a thrill.
It's my second. I was there in 98, well, in the Brier, but I mean in the final, yeah. When it comes down to a one-game shootout, you never know what can happen. And we played Russ tough, and on Friday night and today we played great. The team played just awesome.
And now you're the 3rd rink from British Columbia going to a world championship when you consider Brad Kuhn, the juniors, and Kelly Law, the Scot. Was that motivation for you?
Oh, that's been motivation all week. When Kelly won a week, 2 weeks ago, it was so motivational to watch her. We said, let's go. We got a good shot at winning this, and let's go do it again for BC.
Now you're going to the World Championships. You're going to get federal funding and, of course, a spot in the Olympic berth next year. A fantastic haul for you, Greg McAulay. Congratulations.
Thanks, Mark.
All right. When we come back, we'll meet the runner-up and talk with Russ Howard of New Brunswick, beaten today by British Columbia, 9-5.
When you've got a tough headache, it takes just one small thing to make you miserable. For fast relief, remember, one Advil is often enough. Advil for today's tough pain.
Service, always first.
At every one of our hotels, we welcome the hard-working business traveler. Comfort Inns provide excellent value and friendly service. Quality hotels offer special executive rooms and in-room coffee. Econo Lodges give you a good room at a good rate. And all feature our guest satisfaction guarantee.
Hi, hon.
signs of a great hotel.
Look out, motorists. Old Man Winter's out to get you.
You're cold and cruel and you don't fight fair. That's okay. See if I care.
No matter what winter throws at you, Prestone Antifreeze is how you fight back.
Hit me with your best shot.
Kick Old Man Winter in the teeth with the #1 way to fight corrosion and protect your aluminum radiator to 64 below.
Hit me with your best shot.
Get in the Prestone zone so nothing can stop you now.
There he is, the master, Russ Howard, showing some of the frustration he had to deal with today. Battling back in virtually every end, but going down to defeat 9-5 to Greg McAulay of British Columbia. And the two-time champion put up a brave battle here today, Russ Howard. But can you put into words what you meant when you said it wasn't in the cards to your teammates late?
Well, our rocks are a lot straighter, Mark, and you hate to make excuses. Greg's team was phenomenal all week. They won, I think, 11 games. They're going to be fantastic representatives, but our rocks are running a little bit straighter, and it made it very difficult to get around the guards. And we went after them as hard as we could, but ninth end, I can't throw two rocks any better than I did, and just feathered the guard. And then why the one didn't come off the hill here, I'll never know. So it wasn't in the cards.
Yeah. But 2 years you've brought New Brunswick to this championship and now to the final. I know you would have loved to have brought New Brunswick its first title.
Well, 0-70, I think we're due, you know, and but you know, 0-71 or 1-71 sounds just as good. So these guys, they play great. We'll be back.
You never know because it's hard to get back, but at 44, you're still raring to keep going at this sport a long time, I would think.
What the hell? There's nothing else to do.
Well, you got a golf club to open in July. Good luck over the summer, and we hope to see you again back here.
Thanks, Mark.
All right, there he is, Russ Howard of New Brunswick, going down to defeat 9-5 to Greg McAulay of British Columbia. And what a Cinderella story it has been for him. He couldn't get much attention from the media all week. He was virtually anonymous, but now he's a name. He's a Brier champion, hoisting the tankard one last time. He'll join the other two BC rinks going to the World Championships. Kelly Law in Glasgow, and of course Brad Kuhn will go to the World Junior Championships in Germany. But what a great season of champions it has been for the teams from British Columbia. There he is, Greg McAulay, the 2000 Labatt Brier champion. We're back to wrap up after this.
If you looked into the minds of the Taurus 2000 engineers, you'd see what they were thinking. Power adjustable pedals, a personal safety system with sensors that think about how to activate seatbelts and airbags. They were also thinking that a Taurus this safe should be an exhilarating ride. The Ford Taurus 2000. Good thinking.
Next year, the most prestigious curling event in the universe will land in Ottawa for 9 unforgettable days. Be among the first 2001 fans to purchase a full event package, and you'll receive a collector's edition Odyssey pin. Plus, you'll be eligible to win Brier clothing. Begin your 2001 Odyssey now by calling one of these numbers or visit us online. Ottawa Brier 2001. The Odyssey has begun.
True Value Hardware roots for over 1 million Canadians who wear 2 different shoes, slide on ice, and throw stones at buttons in houses. From the regional playdowns to the Labatt Brier, we cheer them on as the official hardware supplier to curling's Season of Champions. True Value, around the corner from your house.
The two-time champion congratulates the man winning it for the first time, Greg McAulay of British Columbia, the champion of the Labatt 2000 Brier. Tuesday night on the Olympians, a unique pair of skiers from Inuvik, the Firth twins, whose careers have spanned 4 Olympic Winter Games in cross-country skiing. That's at 7 p.m. on Tuesday. Our next stop in this season of champions, the World Curling Championships from Glasgow, Scotland, BC's Kelly Law and BC's Greg McAulay, April 8th and 9th. For Don and Don, Jeff Stoughton, I'm Mark Lee saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you in Scotland.
Welcome the Labatt Brier 2000 silver winning team from the province of New Brunswick.
CBC
Olympic Network.
The Magazine with Brian Stewart. Weeknights on CBC.
The Battle Over Green Space, Tuesday at 6 on Newsday.
We now join programming in progress.
Ed Green Show, Friday at 8:30 on CBC.
Thanks a lot.
Are you ready? Here we go, y'all. Coming at you live and direct. Turn up your radio and get ready. It's showtime. Here we go, y'all.
Are we on the air? Drop the beat. Are we on the air? DJ. This live. 87.9. Drop the beat.
A movie just isn't a movie without Orville.
Play, collect, and win grocery combos. Get a free ticket at Value Mart or your independent grocer. Collect winning grocery combos for prizes like the Combo Health Grill from Sultan, or the Suitor Trolley from Sambro Luggage, or the Easy Label Printer from Casio. Win a trip to Mexico via Canada's 3,000 holidays. Stay at the Reef Club for 7 nights, all courtesy of Sears Travel. Feature items are Mott's Garden Cocktail, President's Choice Decadent Cookies, Lay's Chips. Shop Value Mart and your independent grocer today.
For years, we've worked hard to earn the trust of our customers. Today, our accredited financial advisors work just as hard, providing guidance through Canadian and global resources. Over time, needs have changed, but our vision remains the same, to help Canadians achieve a secure financial future. Canadian Imperial Bank of Commerce.
Have you ever really seen a bad movie while eating popcorn? Made for TV.
Every teenager, Janine even has the undivided attention of fellow teen supermodel Jason Sharp.
Oh, come on.
Parties, Smart Money says.
Today, we're going to get down and dirty with Miss Markle's sinfully delicious blackout mud pie. Yum! Chocolate on the inside, chocolate on the outside, maple syrup, brown
Lights
sugar,
out in 1 minute,
and
Janine. You've got a
poured
deep
on
tissue
top.
massage at
Makes
5
it the dessert
a.m.
of the month. I'll show you here tonight the easy